else. So I'm lowering all hands, guys. Anytime you have a question, feel free to put it in the chat window. It is as simple as that. Now, guys, are you excited to start now? Are you excited? Please comment excited in the chat window. Please comment excited in the chat window. If you are excited to start this workshop. Some people are saying I should speak in Hindi. तो मैं क्या करूंगा, कुछ पार्ट इंग्लिश में कवर करूंगा, बीच बीच में मैं हिंदी भी बोलूंगा, because there are a lot of people who might not be able to understand Hindi. There would be a lot of people who might not be able to understand English. तो मैं दोनों कोशिश करूंगा दोनों को कवर करने में. अब फुल एनर्जी के साथ, guys, let us start. Let us not wait for more people to join. Let us quickly start. Excited हो आप लोग? By the way, guys, I want your engagement in the workshop. जितना ज्यादा आप engage करोगे, उतना ज्यादा आप सीखोगे, उतनी ज्यादा एनर्जी से मैं आपको बता पाऊंगा. राइट और मेरी एनर्जी आपको ये डिलीवर करने के लिए कंटेंट बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. द मोर एनर्जी आई विल शो यू एंड आई विल डिलीवर द कंटेंट फ्रॉम द मोर इम्पैक्ट इट वुड हैव इन योर लाइफ. सो कीप द चैट विंडो रोलिंग. whenever I ask you a question, is this done or are you excited, for example, feel free to put it excited in the chat window. वो मेरी एनर्जी के लिए बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है. Right, I hope that is okay, guys. Now with that let me share my screen and start it. Okay, one another important announcement, but before we go to that, please let me know if the screen is visible, guys. If the PPT is visible, just comment PPT. Just comment PPT in the chat window. Where is the video panel? Just a second, guys. Okay, PPT. Wonderful. All right. Now, before we move ahead, guys, there is only one difference between people who are successful after going through this workshop and people who are not successful. People who are successful, how do they think and how do they take this workshop as? Ki whatever I am going to tell you, you have to adapt it into your own domain. If you are able to adapt whatever I am going to tell you today, if you are able to adapt it to your own profile, to your own domain, to your own industry, you will be successful. For rest of the people who would feel, nahin, this is not for me, this is not for my, this will not work for my domain. If you are somebody like that, you will not be successful. All the strategies that I am going to share with you, these are proven and tested strategies by me, by my mentees, into different domains. They work for all domains. But the point is, क्या आप इसको अपने डोमेन के लिए रेलिवेंट बना सकते हो कि नहीं? अगर आपने रेलिवेंट बना लिया, you will be successful. If you feel this is not for me, ये मेरे लिए नहीं है, मुझे नहीं समझ में आ रहा, नहीं होगा कुछ भी. मैं पहले ही आपको बता रहा हूँ. So right from slide 1 onwards, start thinking how can I apply it into my own domain? How can I apply this strategy into my own domain? How can I apply this strategy into my own domain? Instead of thinking, no, this is not for me. ठीक है? With that being said, let us now quickly start and we are proceeding. Momita, yes. Xiaomi भाई मेन पॉइंट पे मैं आऊंगा, आराम से आऊंगा. हमारे पास अभी टाइम है, इतना भी टाइम क्रंच नहीं है और मैं नहीं आऊंगा, ये सब बेसिक्स कवर नहीं करूंगा, आप लोगों को समझ नहीं आने वाला. So you lose the context. Now guys, what exactly are we going to do in the workshop? I will share my own 6+1 bonus secret with you. So I am going to share 6 secrets plus one more secret with you that you can directly copy and get yourself a remote job. It is as simple as that. 6 secrets plus one bonus secret that you can directly copy and get yourself a remote job. But before we get in, guys, let me just quickly introduce myself to you. A lot of people might be following me on Instagram. A lot of people might not be. For them, let me just quickly give you an introduction of myself. So hi guys, this is Shikkhar Suri. I am a remote job expert. I myself started working in a remote job even before COVID hit back in 2019. In my last job, I was head of growth for a US-based company, Woodboard US. I have also worked with Times of India. I have worked with Shuttle. I have also worked with Edge, again, which was a remote job. Now, with more than 1 million followers on Instagram, I am also a silver medalist in MBA from IMT Ghaziabad. What I do right now is I help people to find international remote jobs in the shortest possible time. How to find international remote jobs in the shortest possible time. So this is very quickly introduction about myself. Now, very special announcement, guys. People who are going to stay till end with me, only the people who are going to stay till the end with me. I have 3 gifts for you. First gift is I'll give you a list of 30 remote job portals. 30 remote job portals, plus I will give you a list of 30 free tools. Plus I will also share the bonus secret with you that would help you get a remote job with ease. तो भाई जो लोग मेरे साथ एंड तक रहने वाले हैं, ये गिफ्ट 3 फ्री गिफ्ट सिर्फ उनके लिए हैं, सिर्फ उनको मिलेंगे. टुवर्ड्स द एंड आई विल आस्क यू, आप लाइव हो, आप प्रेजेंट हो, अपनी ईमेल आईडी डालो, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. आई कैन आस्क एनीथिंग, राइट? अगर आप लोग होंगे उस समय मुझे कमेंट करके आपको बताना पड़ेगा. जस्ट स्टेइंग पैसिव इन द एंड, यू विल नॉट गेट द गिफ्ट. सो बी अटेंटिव, बी इन द सेशन, राइट? लीव एवरीथिंग दैट यू आर डूइंग, क्योंकि दिस सेशन इज गोइंग टू transform your career. This session is going to transform your journey, right? That being said, guys, please stay till the end for these free gifts. Now let us again move ahead. Now, just to make you a little more focused, guys, इससे पहले मैं बड़बड़ अपनी करनी शुरू करूं, इससे पहले मैं अपने कंटेंट में जाऊं, just to get your attention and your focus here, right? I want to show you one result. This is Ravi Taneja, guys. He was working in a 3 LPA job. कितनी जॉब थी? 3 लाख की जॉब. 3 LPA लैक्स पर एनम की जॉब में थे, और ये गाजियाबाद से गुड़गांव डेली कम्यूट करते थे. 1.5 hours one side, 1.5 hours other side. He switched his job and got a 35 LPA job, which is more than 10x jump in just 60 days. 2 महीने के अंदर ये 3 से 35 पे कूद गए. जो ये कम्यूट करते थे गाजियाबाद से गुड़गांव, वो कम्यूट भी छूट गया, सैलरी भी बढ़ गई, टाइम भी बच गया. नाउ इफ आई हैव योर अटेंशन, अगर आपको रवि तनेजा जैसे रिजल्ट चाहिए तो भैया अपना फोकस यहाँ पे ले आओ, और जो मैं आगे बताने वाला हूँ, जो स्ट्रैटेजीज आगे बताने वाला हूँ, प्लीज अटेंटिवली उनको सुनिए और प्लीज उनको इंप्लीमेंट करिए. नाउ मूविंग अहेड. नाउ एनीवन हु हैज अ क्वेश्चन, व्हाट इज एन इंटरनेशनल रिमोट जॉब? एनीवन who doesn't know what is an international remote job, please comment I और me. प्लीज कमेंट मी. मेरे को 2 मिनट लगेगा, मैं जल्दी से इसका बैकग्राउंड दे दूंगा आपको. Guys, my audio is clear. Someone is saying my audio थोड़ी लो है. Audio clear. Please comment clear. Audio clear है? जल्दी से बता दो guys, आगे बढ़ना है. बहुत बढ़िया. ठीक है, मैं एक बेसिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग आपको देता हूँ. What is an international remote job? So, if you are working for an organization which is not present in India, so there could be companies which are not registered as a legal entity in India. They are outside Indian companies. They are not registered in India. If you are sitting in India and doing a job in such a company जो कि इंडिया के बाहर है, इंडिया में रजिस्टर्ड भी नहीं है, then you can call it an international remote job. क्योंकि एक इंटरनेशनल कंपनी है, इंडियन कंपनी तो है नहीं, और आप इंडिया में बैठ के उसके लिए काम कर रहे हो, तो it becomes a remote job. So international remote job. Sorted. अब there are 2 types of international remote jobs. ठीक है, और 2 types of hiring that happens into international remote job. First type of hiring is, क्योंकि ये कंपनी इंडिया में रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है, because these companies are not registered in India. That is why they cannot legally hire you or call you their employee. So what do? They enter into a contract with a third party company in India, and when they have to hire you, an Indian, they put you on the third party's payroll. तो ऑफ रोल एम्प्लॉय जो हम लोग सब लोग कुछ जानते हैं, वो कॉन्सेप्ट है ये कि एक थर्ड पार्टी से कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर लिया और आपको उसके पेरोल पे डाल दिया. तो आप एम्प्लॉय डायरेक्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के नहीं बने, आप एम्प्लॉय जो है वो थर्ड पार्टी के बन गए, विच इज वेरी सॉर्टेड. अब यहाँ पे पीएफ भी होगा, ग्रेचुइटी भी होगी, सारी चीजें जैसे इंडियन मार्केट में चलती हैं वैसे होगी. ठीक है. सेकेंड वे ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट, विच इज द मोर इंटरेस्टिंग वन. Second way of employment is when the company directly enters into a contract with you, and you become, legally speaking, you become their consultant, you become their contractor, something like that. सारी चीजें आपकी सेम होंगी as far as employee remuneration and all those things are, वो सारी चीजें आपकी सेम रहेंगी, but legally speaking आप एक कॉन्ट्रैक्टर होगे, आप एक कंसल्टेंट होगे ऑन पेपर्स. ठीक है. So 2 types of employment status, on third party payroll, the other one on contract, consultant or freelancer. अब जब आप contract पे जाते हो, going on contract is always better than going on third party, right? Why? Benefit number 1, if you are on contract, you can work for multiple organizations at the same time. There is no binding कि आपको एक ही के साथ काम करना होगा, आप employee तो हो ही नहीं, effectively speaking. The second one, which is a really great advantage, are the tax benefits. अब ये tax benefit क्या होते हैं, कैसे होते हैं, I'm going to cover in the session. Do not worry about that. But so far, now guys, what is an international remote job? Is it clear? Please comment clear in the chat window. Clear है? अब कोई doubt तो नहीं है भाई international क्या होता है? क्लियर, वंडरफुल, बहुत बढ़िया. मूविंग अहेड गाइस. नाउ कमिंग टू द मेन पॉइंट्स. तो किसी ने बहुत पहले पूछा था कि भाई मेन पॉइंट्स पे कवर कर लो, आ गए मेन पॉइंट्स पे. सो नाउ कमिंग टू द मेन पॉइंट. डू यू नो हाउ मच अ रिमोट जॉब कैन पे? Guys, do you know how much a remote job can pay? Please comment. No, I am not providing the PPT. Do you know how much a remote job can pay? No. Some say yes, some say yes. Okay. Now guys, do you want to know how much a remote job can pay? Especially in your own domain. आपके डोमेन में एक रिमोट जॉब कितना पैसा आपको, कितनी सैलरी दे सकती है? Do you want to know that? बहुत बढ़िया. Now this brings me guys to secret number one. How much a remote job will pay you in your own domain? If you want to know the secret number one, please comment secret in the chat window. Please comment secret in the chat window so that I can quickly start. बहुत बढ़िया. So the secret is guys, for the same work that you are doing in India, for the same effort that you make in India, what if you can get multiple times of your salary that you get in India in an international remote job? तो जो काम आप इंडिया में कर रहे हो, जो एफर्ट आप इंडिया में ले रहे हो, और उससे भी ज्यादा टाइम जो आप इंडिया में जॉब करते हुए खर्च कर रहे हो, what if you are able to get multiple times of that salary in an international remote job? How to find that out? And the big question is how much more? Multiple times शिखर ठीक है, but कितना? What is that exact number जो हमें मिल सकता है, right? So now guys, let us use some tools to find it out. Please go to this website. I am sharing this website link in the chat window. Please go to this website. Glassdoor की website है ये. इस पे जाइए please. This kind of a page will open, right? What you need to enter here is your own designation. आपकी जो designation है, marketing manager, software engineer, project manager, teacher, whatever your designation is, please put it in the chart. Put it here. For example, let me go for product manager. Right, and let me put location as New York, let's say, right, and just click on search. Now a product manager in New York is taking anywhere between $1 lakh to $2 lakh per year. How much is $1 lakh? How much is $1 lakh? Almost 95 lakh rupees. How much is $2 lakh? Almost 1 crore 85 lakh rupees. Also, you can filter it in terms of years, 0 to 1 year, 1 to 3 year, whatever your experience is, right? मैं वो ग्लास ने बाहर कर दिया. Now, please let me know in the chat window, guys. Please let me know in the chat window कि जो फिगर आपने देखी है, जो फिगर आपके सामने आई है, वो कितने टाइम्स है आपकी सैलरी की, आपकी करंट सैलरी की. Is it 2x? Is it 3x? Is it 5x? Is it 10x? Is it 50x? What is the multiple between your New York salary and your current Indian salary? Please let me know in the chat window. 1 CR, accountant, wait, e-commerce operation manager, 10 times, 4 times. Makam, yes, you might need to sign in, I am not sure. 4x, Saurabh, 10x, yes, it's very high, 10x, 500 times. My God, आप इंडिया में क्या कर रहे हो भाई? मुनीर, what about finance? डालो ना भाई, उसमें डालो. What about finance? मुझसे क्यों पूछ रहे हो? बताया आपको, डालो उसमें finance का अपना. 5x, 3x, 5x, 4, 20x, 10x, more than 100x. What to put for freshers? आप freshers जो डोमेन में आप हो, उस डोमेन को डाल दो आप, like marketing manager or product or software engineer, something like that, and you will get the result. Hukum Devs 1000x, iPhone 10. I'm sure guys, it would be a multiple. It would not just be a percentage increase. It would surely be a multiple. Sales 20 times, 12 times, 2 times, 10 times, 50 times, 8x, 25 times, UI UX and everything, 15 lakh per year, 500 times. Now guys, tell me this thing. What if you are able to get this salary with the same kind of effort that you are putting in? आप अभी भी वही काम कर रहे हो, let's say product manager का या product engineer का, tester का, coder का, whatever you are doing the same work. What if you keep on doing the same work but you are still able to get multiple times of that salary? This is one thing that changed my career trajectory, guys. एक simple सी चीज है, जब I was able to find out this tool, this changed my career trajectory. Because I figured कि भाई जो काम मैं यहाँ कर रहा हूँ और मुझे पीनट्स मिल रहे हैं, वो काम अगर मैं बाहर की किसी कंपनी के लिए करता हूं तो कितने टाइम्स में ज्यादा कमा सकता हूं? करेक्ट। नाउ द सेकंड क्वेश्चन वाज, ये होगा कैसे? पहली चीज तो ये दिमाग तो घुसा कि यार सेम काम के मुझे इतने 5 टाइम्स 10 टाइम्स और मिल सकती है सैलरी। देन कम्स द सेकंड क्वेश्चन, ये होगा कैसे? बट बिफोर वी गो टू दैट, ये होगा कैसे गाइस, आपका माइंड ब्लो हुआ सैलरी देख के ऑफ द सेम वर्क दैट यू डू इन इंडिया, इफ द सेम वर्क यू आर डूइंग इन द यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स? माइंड खुला आपका? Please comment mind blown in the chat window. Please comment mind blown in the chat window. If your mind was open, if your mind was blown. आंखें खुली? मैं चाहता हूं आपकी आंखें खुले, क्योंकि जब तक पता ही नहीं होगा कि हमारा गोल क्या है, तब तक हमारे में एनर्जी नहीं आती है काम करने की। तो भाई अब ये हमारा गोल है कि कितनी सैलरी तक हमको जाना है, राइट? सो बॉटम लाइन इज, नाउ you know what you can ask for. Also, with this tool, what you can do, this is a benchmarking tool. What does that mean? When you're appearing for your interviews, for your remote jobs, you can ask for these salaries. You can ask for these salaries, right? अब कुछ लोगों को ये क्वेश्चन आएगा माइंड में, कि शिखर बट ये तो यूएस की सैलरीज है ना, परचेज पावर पैरिटी है, फलाना ढमकाना है, तो हमें उतनी सैलरी नहीं मिलेगी, मे बी रिमोट रोल में नहीं मिलेगी। By the way guys, I have my mentees who have taken the same salaries that you are seeing on the screen, that Glassdoor gives you, first thing. But having said that, ऐसा नहीं है कि हर बार होता है, it depends on you. But even if you get 50% of the salary that you are seeing on the screen on the Glassdoor website, क्या वो 50% भी आपकी करंट सैलरी से बहुत मल्टीपल टाइम ज्यादा है? जब ज्यादा है तो अगर हमें 50% भी मिल जाता है जो हमें ग्लासडोर पे दिख रहा है, विल स्टिल बी हैप्पी? Will be happy or not? Please comment if you will be happy or not. Even if you get 50% of what you are getting to see on the screen on Glassdoor, you'll be happy? That is the idea. At least you try for that. Even if you don't get that salary, you still get 50% of that salary. You are still sorted. You are still getting making much more money than what you are making in India. Right? सो गाइस, आप लोगों को सैलरी ग्लासडोर पे आप बाहर की भी देख सकते हो, आप इंडियन सैलरीज भी देख सकते हो। monster.com पे आप सिर्फ यूएस की सैलरीज दे सकते हो, उसके पास सिर्फ यूएस का डेटा है, राइट? सो अगेन आई एम शेयरिंग वन मोर टाइम, आपके साथ मैं लिंक शेयर कर देता हूँ जस्ट इन केस, आप लोग बाद में भी देख सकते हो, ठीक है? फील फ्री टू गो क्रेजी विद दिस टूल एंड टू फिगर आउट कि ओ मेरे डोमेन की कितनी सैलरी है, ठीक है? नाउ लेट्स मूव अहेड गाइस. I have another result for you. This is Shushila. She went from 10 LPA to 60 LPA. She was working in a 10 LPA job. She had a lot of issues with the manager, office politics, toxic culture, promotions नहीं हो रही थी, बहुत ही बुरा हिसाब था, इन्होंने मुझे बताया था, right? She landed a 60 LPA international remote job in just 45 days. And by the way, she did not just stop at there. At that point, once she got an international remote job, then she started doing her own business, and she is now at a 5 CR turnover. This is the life-changing moment that happens with people when they associate with us, when they come into this workshop and they start their journey with us, right? And the same journey I would want you to go through, as simple as that. Now, let me move ahead. Let me ask you another very important question, guys. Let me ask you another very important question. Why are you not getting a remote job? So, a lot of people here in the workshop might have already tried applying for a remote job here and there. LinkedIn पे गए होगे, आप portals पे apply किया होगा. Why do you think you are not getting selected? Why do you think you are not getting selected? Please let me know, anyone who has applied and haven't received any response. Why do you think they are not responding to you? What is missing? What is missing? Makam, yes, that's inspiring. PD says, Shikkhar, I'm 52 years. Is it applicable for me? Yes, PD sir, it is applicable to you as well. Shriram, don't have iPhone resume. Okay. What was the reason that you didn't get? Location issue, Anag. Okay. Sriram, don't know. Resume not selected. Lack your skills. CV, don't know where to apply. What skills are required? No idea. Correct site and not received any response. Not sure. US have restrictions. Visa sponsorships. Guys, remote job के लिए आपको visa sponsorship नहीं चाहिए. It is a remote job. You are sitting in India and doing your job abroad. तो कोई work visa, work sponsorship ये सब कुछ required नहीं होता है. You do not need this. That is why they enter into a contract with you rather than hiring you and calling you their employee. No response as per format, not knowing correct approach, ITAR, do not know how and where to apply for it, resume, tier 3 college, accessibility to your profile, resume gets lost in huge numbers. They're looking for their country, got rejected always. Mostly local nationals only they take. Maybe wrong जगह post किया होगा. Maybe I don't know the right way to apply. So a lot of you have given very 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 good answers. The rest of you feel कि उनके में कोई दिक्कत है और इसलिए नहीं हुआ, right? But let me clear all the doubts, guys. Let me quickly clear all the doubts. What you feel, why you are not getting a shortlist, why you are not getting selected in a remote job is, you feel that you do not have the right skills. But guys, let me tell you, India is a more competitive country than any other country out there in the world. US से बहुत ज़्यादा competitive India है. If in India a company is paying you something, that means your skills are relevant. इंडिया में हाईली कॉम्पिटिटिव लैंडस्केप के बीच में अगर आपको अपनी करेंट स्किल्स के लिए कोई कंपनी पैसा दे रही है, दैट मींस स्किल्स तो है आपके पास. सो इट इज नॉट अबाउट द स्किल्स. इफ कंपनी कैन पे यू मनी इन इंडिया, दे श्योरली कैन पे यू मनी इन द यूएस आल्सो फॉर द सेम स्किल्स. दैट इज स्टिल लेस कॉम्पिटिटिव, राइट? योर जॉब रिक्वायर्स यू टू बी ऑन फील्ड. तो बहुत लोगों को लगता है भाई मेरी जॉब तो मैं खड़े रह के ही कर सकता हूँ, मैं जब तक अपने सबऑर्डिनेट के ऊपर नहीं खड़ा होऊंगा वो काम नहीं करेगा. इफ यू फील लाइक दैट, दैट इज नॉट द केस. 95% of the jobs can be done remotely until unless you are like you have to be present in the factory और factory में आपको काम कराना है या site पे जाके कुछ काम करना है. If it is not that, it can be done remotely. And people also feel that there is too much of competition. There is competition on the wrong portals. For example, if you are going to apply jobs on LinkedIn, there is a lot of competition on LinkedIn. क्योंकि सबको तो वही platform पता है ना, तो सब वहीं जा रहे हैं. But the real reason why you are not getting a remote job is, like a lot of people said, that you don't exactly know the process to apply for and to get an international remote job. आपको पता ही नहीं है अप्लाई कैसे करना है, कहाँ पे करना है, किस तरह से अप्रोच करना है. You are wasting time focusing on the wrong stuff. आप जॉब पोर्टल्स पे जा रहे हो, आप फ्रीलांसिंग प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे जा रहे हो, वहाँ पे अप्लाई कर रहे हो. There is too much competition on these platforms. अगर लिंक्डइन पे जॉब पोर्टल्स पे जॉब मिलती होती तो आज हम सब लोग रिमोट जॉब कर रहे होते, बट ऐसा नहीं होता है. प्लस यू हैव जीरो ऑनलाइन प्रेजेंस. If you people want to search for you and they apply for something, they want to search for you, they do not find your profile. तो वो कैसे मानेंगे कि आप exist भी करते हो, you are a real person or not, right? You have zero online presence, you haven't created a result oriented profile. What is a result oriented profile? हम अभी देखेंगे. You don't even think towards result. आपको बस पता है मैं ऑफिस जाता हूँ, काम करता है जो मेरे को बताते मेरे बॉस, मैं करके दे देता हूँ. That is not how you get paid more. That is not how you get high paying jobs. That is not how you get remote jobs. Start thinking about the results that you provide to your organization. We will do a quick exercise in the workshop itself to make you understand or start thinking towards that direction, right? अनुज प्रताप भाई, मेरी कोशिश है कि मैं इसको 3 hours में खत्म करूं, but extend हो सकता है, right? All right, let's move ahead. You haven't created, ठीक है. You don't know the right path to reach out to companies outside India. आपको नहीं पता है. You have no network with people outside India. आप किसी को जानते ही नहीं हो बाहर, आपने कभी नेटवर्क ही नहीं बनाया इंडिया से बाहर लोगों के साथ कि आप उनसे बात कर सको, उनसे फेवर्स ले सको या फेवर्स एक्सचेंज कर सको फॉर एग्जांपल. एंड यू हैव लिटिल और नो मार्केट नॉलेज ऑफ योर डोमेन आउटसाइड इंडिया. तो इंडिया में तो हमको सब पता है हमारी उसमें क्या हो रहा है, हमारे स्किल में क्या हो रहा है, हमारे डोमेन में, हमारी इंडस्ट्री में क्या हो रहा है. आउटसाइड इंडिया क्या हो रहा है हमें नहीं पता. That is one another problem why you are not getting a remote job. Now, guys, please listen to me. It is not the skill and it is not the competition. You just do not know the right way of going for an international remote job. And believe me, because when I started looking for a remote job for myself, and there was nobody actually obviously there to guide me at that time, 2019. तब remote job या work from home job इतना popular term भी नहीं था. Not a lot of people were doing it. At that time, I also thought the same things. Oh, there is too much competition. Maybe I like something in my skills. But the real problem was I did not even know how to apply and how to get these kind of jobs because they do not work in the same manner as जैसे इंडिया में jobs काम करती हैं. ऐसे नहीं काम करती remote international remote jobs. Now guys, before we move ahead, let me ask you this question. Do you know how to find companies for a remote job? देखो कल क्या आपको पता है how do you find remote companies for remote jobs? No. Okay. Do you want to know the right way? Do you want to know the right way? Please comment yes in the chat window. अच्छा बहुत लोग freelancer.com डाल रहे हैं, well found डाल रहे हैं. नहीं those are not the right way. Those are not the right way. So guys, if you want to know the right way, this brings me to secret number 2. How to find and apply to companies who are hiring remote people or to get hired remotely. Please comment secret 2, secret 2 in the chat window. If you want to know this secret, if you want me to cover this secret, please comment secret 2 in the chat window. There are so many people in the workshop. मेरे को ये secret 2 एटलीस्ट सबसे चाहिए, सबसे नहीं एटलीस्ट 90% लोगों से चाहिए. तो अगर आप कीबोर्ड पे हाथ नहीं चला रहे हैं, मोबाइल के कीपैड पे हाथ नहीं चला रहे, प्लीज चलाइए, secret 2 टाइप कर दीजिए. बहुत ज्यादा मेहनत नहीं लगेगी आपकी. प्लीज गो ahead and do that. Wonderful. So with that, let me share secret 2 with you. Now comes how to reach out to companies outside India. Now, बाहर की कंपनीज को रीच करने के लिए guys, there are n number of ways to do that. In the workshop today, we are just going to cover one of the ways. हम एक तरीका आज देखेंगे वर्कशॉप में करने का, how to reach to companies outside India, and there are n number of ways on how you can do that. But this is just one of the ways to start with. ठीक है? First step is to find the companies which might be growing, which might have a lot of openings. You need to find those companies and make them your target company. You cannot get a job in your target company until you know your target company. तो जैसे इंडिया में होता है ना, हमने 50 जगह अप्लाई कर दिया, 100 कंपनी में अप्लाई कर दिया, उसमें से कुछ हो जाएगी जॉब. That is not how it works, guys. First of all, you need to find companies which are growing. A growing company will have growing number of job opportunities. If there are more job opportunities, more chances you will have of getting selected into that company. Simple. Now the question comes कि Shikkhar, how will we find out growing companies? हम ये growing companies find कैसे करेंगे? Now there are multiple ways of doing that. I'll show you a few ways. So find growing companies in your industry. तो अगर आप स्टार्टअप में तो स्टार्टअप ढूंढेंगे, IT, SaaS, D2C, जिसमें भी आप हैं, एजुकेशन में एजुकेशन कंपनीज ढूंढेंगे, फिनटेक में फिनटेक कंपनीज ढूंढेंगे, कोचेस के साथ काम करते हैं कोचेस ढूंढेंगे. And these are the different platforms that you can use. For example, let me show you Product Hunt. So Product Hunt is a platform. Any company which is launching a new product in the US, if they are launching a new product, it is a convention that they will launch it on Product Hunt. They will announce it on Product Hunt to get early feedback, early reviews. For example, Claude is a big company, very big company. Almost everyone of us, like not everyone, but a lot of us know about Claude. Why are they still launching it on Product Hunt? This is their new product, Claude in Excel. They got 364 upvotes, 13 comments. Then there is Pixel. There is the company Google AI Edge Gallery, new product. Then there is Cell Shots. Then there is Solace. Then there is the ORQL. There is Prompt URL. इतनी सारी कंपनीज है गाइस. ये सब नई कंपनीज है. ये सब कंपनीज ग्रो होने वाली हैं. How can you say grow होने वाली है? See the number of upvotes and the comments that these companies are getting. The more upvotes, the more comments means the more interested people are into their products. The more interested people are into their products, the founders of the company, the investors of the company would be looking to invest more into the product and into the company. Ultimately, growing the company, ultimately hiring more number of people, right? And this is just the top products launching today. If you go back, if you go down, yesterday's top products, last week's top products, कोई कमी है कंपनी की? कोई कमी है कंपनीज की? Lot of companies that you are able to find on just one of the platforms. Another platform I want to show you is nothing but our LinkedIn. What you need to do is go to LinkedIn Ads Library. LinkedIn Ads Library. Okay, I'm just typing on Google LinkedIn Ads Library and I'm going to this link. Now, you search for a keyword. Let's say you are into artificial intelligence. You search for artificial intelligence. जो भी आपकी इंडस्ट्रियल रेलिवेंट कीवर्ड है, आपका डोमेन रिलेटेड कीवर्ड है, वो आप यहाँ पे डालेंगे. इन द कंट्री सेक्शन प्लीज सेलेक्ट यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स. क्लिक ऑन डन, क्लिक ऑन सर्च. एक सेकेंड. Now, what is this platform showing us? This platform is showing us these are the companies who is using LinkedIn as a platform to advertise. मतलब ये कंपनीज जो है LinkedIn पे एडवर्टाइजमेंट कर रही हैं अपने प्रोडक्ट्स का of one or the other thing, right? First of all, if a company is advertising on LinkedIn, they have a lot of money because LinkedIn as such is a very, very, very expensive platform. First thing. Second thing is LinkedIn as such do not give you a lot of good results. But still they are showing ads on LinkedIn, which means they already have a lot of money. to show ads. That is why they are showing ads. They are not going organic way client ढूंढने के लिए. Now, because they are showing ads, the second advantage is they will get more clients or more users for their product. क्योंकि वो ad दिखा रहे हैं, ad से और जनता आएगी, और जनता आएगी, और जनता आएगी, और लोग आएंगे. Now, because they are getting a lot of clients, they need to hire a lot of people to accommodate those clients, to maybe grow the company further. So why can't you approach only these companies which you know are going to grow or are growing and have a lot of money to ask for jobs? To ask for jobs. As simple as that. Here also, there are multiple ways of looking at these companies. So for example, if I was a person who is looking for a remote job, मैं ये ढूंढूंगा सबसे ज्यादा ads कौन सी कंपनी चला रही है. For example, Asset Watch यहाँ पे मुझे दिखा. Then Asset Watch मुझे फिर से दिखा. Then Asset Watch मुझे फिर से दिखा. 3 ads मुझे already मिल गई हैं. मैंने अभी scroll down भी नहीं किया ज़्यादा. What does that mean? They are spending a lot of money on LinkedIn. वो एक ad run नहीं कर रहे, वो multiple ads run कर रहे हैं. Multiple ads run कर रहे हैं, मतलब ज़्यादा पैसा है, मतलब ज़्यादा clients आएंगे, मतलब ज़्यादा तेज growth होगी. This is how you identify growing companies or companies which have a lot of money. ठीक है? So one platform मैंने आपको बताया Product Hunt, second platform मैंने आपको बताया LinkedIn Ad Library. ठीक है? And there are multiple platforms. आप ChatGPT से पूछ सकते हो, Yelp पे जा सकते हो, G2, Capterra, इनको आप explore कर सकते हो बाद में. The idea was to show you how you actually find out companies which are really growing or maybe about to grow, even before media reports come out. ठीक है? Now let's move ahead. Oh, people are saying screen is very blurry. कोई बात नहीं भाई, मैं आपको वैसे सब कुछ call out करके बता रहा हूँ. So do not need to worry about the screen. Rinki, please tell me about legal jobs and freelancing jobs. Do the same thing which I am showing. After aware about taxation, when can I apply for remote job? अभी से कर दो शुरू, क्या problem है? Ipsita, please share the link of the website. Google पे जाओ, LinkedIn Ads Library डाल दो, नहीं तो Product Hunt डाल दो, PRODUCT Hunt HUNT. Show your screen please. मेरी स्क्रीन तो दिख रही है भाई. Please send me link of taxation rules and applicability of your. Xiaomi मैं कवर करूँगा, आप टेंशन मत लो. Can you repeat the website names? Product Hunt. आप Y Combinator पे जा सकते हो. It's a they have a directory of startups जो उनके साथ incubate हुए हैं. Those are mostly high growth startups. उन पे भी आप देख सकते हो. Then you also have LinkedIn Ads Library, so on and so forth. चलो, let's move ahead. Now, so your first step is done, guys. Companies मिल गई which are high growth companies which are spending money in the market. Please say yes if you understood till here. Please say yes if you understood till here. We have already spent 45 minutes, guys. We need to move really quickly. बहुत बढ़िया. Now comes the next step. Who gives us jobs? People working in those companies give us jobs. Very clear. इसमें तो कोई doubt नहीं है कि लोग जो उस कंपनी से काम कर रहे होते हैं वो हमको जॉब देते हैं. So the second step is, first step was to find the companies. Second step is to find the people who are working in those companies. ठीक है? क्योंकि हमें तो लोगों से ही बात करनी है, लोग तो हमको जॉब देंगे. So you can't get a job in your target. अच्छा ये पुराना वाला वो कॉपी हो गया. But the next step that you need to do is find out people who are working in those companies. How do you do that? Please look at the screen. So let's say Asset Watch. I want to look at the people who are working in Asset Watch. What I'll do, I'll go to LinkedIn. फिर मैं जाऊंगा, उस कंपनी का नाम क्या है? Asset Watch. कॉपी किया, LinkedIn पे आ गए, सर्च में डाल दिया. ठीक है, नेम कंपनी उठा के सर्च में डाल दिया. See all results. Here you will be able to find the company page. The company page of the company which is running ad on LinkedIn, उसका company page आपको मिल जाएगा. इस पे क्लिक करिए. ठीक है. Once you are in the company page, go to the People's tab. Here you will find people who are working in this organization. See, Chief Revenue Officer. So if you are into sales or marketing, you can go to him and reach out to him. Brian Ratliff, Chief of Staff. CJ Nee, job चाहिए Chief of Staff के पास job. Steve Smith, Director of Business Development. Again, Head of Sales. Sales and Development, Product Marketing, Brandon Hater. Serial Entrepreneur, Founder and CEO, Jeff Haskett. Mike Ward, Co-Founder and Managing Partner, Auburn Marketing. So these are the people who are currently working with Asset Watch. This is one way of finding out people who are working in companies. Second way could be, let's say I want to reach out to founders directly. I'll just type in founder in the search bar. मैंने जैसे founder type किया, I get lot of results. I just need to click on people because I want to find people who are founders. Now by default, because my location is India, it is showing me Indian results. What I need to do, I will go to locations. Locations में जाके मैं United States को select कर दूंगा and I'll click on show results. The moment I'll do that, I will start seeing profiles of founders who are not based in India but based in United States. So Hadi Kazi, founder and CEO at Broad Visions, Anna Luisa, founder and CEO, Akash, founder Intello Sync, Falgun, co-founder Upgrad, Nick NC founder Greensboro, Ajay Deshmukh टेक्सास में है ये, Zachary Lai न्यूयॉर्क में है, शौनक ट्रफल एआई में है, चेज फिशर में है, राइट? What exactly are you looking for, guys? You are looking for the top leadership. वो लोग आपको चाहिए. किसी भी कंपनी के टॉप लीडरशिप कौन है, मतलब सीईओ कौन है, सीएचआरओ कौन है, सीएमओ कौन है, सीटीओ कौन है, all these top level people. The second level of people you want to find out are the people in your own hierarchy. So if you are into marketing, तो marketing manager, senior marketing manager, VP of marketing, CMO, नीचे से लेके ऊपर तक. आप टेक में हो तो सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर से लेके ऊपर तक, सीटीओ तक. अगर आप प्रोजेक्ट में प्रोडक्ट मैनेजमेंट हो तो प्रोडक्ट मैनेजमेंट हेड कौन है, अपनी पूरी हायरार्की. तो whichever domain your work is in, even if it is in HR, तो HR मैनेजर करते करते ऊपर तक. दूसरा उनको वो ढूंढना है आपको. तीसरे आपको HR ढूंढने हैं, क्योंकि HR के पास सारी जॉब ओपनिंग रखी होती है, राइट? So then you need to find out HRs who are working in these companies. So three category of people, the top level people, उनको ढूंढना है. Second level of people is your own hierarchy, and the third level of people are the human resource managers, talent acquisition specialist, talent acquisition HR manager. इन सबको आपको ढूंढना है, ठीक है? Once done, your step 2 is done. Your step 2 is done. इनको ढूंढ के एक एक्सेल फाइल में डाल दो, ठीक है? सॉर्टेड है यहाँ तक. लोग ढूंढ लिए गाइस. प्लीज कमेंट यस people. If you are now, you will be able to find people working in those companies. People डाल दो भाई जल्दी से. People डाल दो जल्दी से. But for any domain, is that company contacting HR will be important? No. I'll tell you what is the next step. Don't worry कि किसको important है contact करना. सबको ही important है contact करना. मैं बताऊंगा कैसे contact करना. People sorted. बहुत बढ़िया. चलो let's move ahead. So हमें first step हो गया, हमें companies मिल गई. Second step, हमें लोग जो उस companies में काम कर रहे हैं वो मिल गए, ठीक है? So we found the company, we found the people working in those companies. Now what is the next step? The next step is how to find email IDs of these people. अब भाई लोगों को contact करना है. Obviously, once you contact them, then only you can ask for a job, for example, right? How would you contact them? Simply by getting their email IDs. अब email ID कैसे मिलेगी? ये question है. Email IDs कैसे मिलेंगी, guys? Please let me know if you have this question in your mind. How to find email IDs of these people? How to find email IDs of these people? बहुत बढ़िया. Let me come to the next slide. I think, okay. Follow the steps. Slide में कुछ नहीं है, ठीक है? Follow the steps. So what you need to do, guys, you need to find an extension on Google Chrome. आप ये 3 dots click करोगे साइड से, then you will click on extensions. Go to extensions. You will click on visit Chrome Web Store. Visit Chrome Web Store. Here you will find an extension called scrape.io. Scrape SKRAPP.io. आप सर्च करोगे आपको मिल जाएगा. Please click on it. Open this one up and click on install. For me, I have already installed it, so it is showing me remove from Chrome. For you, the button would be saying install. So इसको आप install कर लीजिए, ठीक है? Once installed, it will start showing up here. यहाँ पे आपको दिखने लग जाएगा. इसको पिन कर दीजिएगा ताकि यहाँ पे नजर आने लग जाए. Again repeating the steps. Go to the puzzle icon. यहाँ पे आपको ये scrape.io दिखने लग जाएगा. इसको यहाँ पे पिन वाले आइकन को क्लिक कर दीजिए. आपको यहाँ पे विजिबल होने लग जाएगा, right? Now let's get back to the LinkedIn. Let's say I want to find out email ID of Akash Chaudhary, right? I am on his profile. I just simply have to go to the top and click on this icon, and it will try to find out email IDs of this person. Akash@intellosync.com email ID आ गई, right? Let me try another profile. Let's say we go for Chase Fisher. चेज की आ गई, chase@blendersivr.com. So he might be running an IVR, okay, Blenders IVR brand. So chase@blenderivr.com. email IDs भी मिल गई आपको. अब now guys, there is a one thing here. Scrape will not be able to find email IDs of all the people. कुछ के मिलेंगे, it is fine, हम कुछ को यूज कर सकते हैं. That is why लीडरशिप में जितनी ईमेल आईडीज मिले ले लो, अपने वर्टिकल में जितनी ईमेल आईडीज मिले उठा लो, एचआरस के जितनी ईमेल आईडीज मिले उठा लो और एक जगह रख लो. ठीक है, you will not be able to find all of them, which is fine, which is completely fine. By the way, this tool Scrape, it gives you 100 free credits, 100 free email IDs every month. तो अभी तक मैंने देखो 6 यूज किए हैं, अभी मेरे पास 94 अवेलेबल हैं, which is more than enough, at least for a particular month. ठीक है. Again guys, asking you the same question. email IDs मिल गई, you found the email IDs, please comment email IDs, email IDs, email IDs done. Please comment email IDs, email IDs, email IDs done. email done. बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. Let me see, are these real or they are just assuming from domains? So team attitude, they are not assuming, they are finding out email IDs if they have it somewhere on their profile. Backend पे भी होता तो उठा लेते हैं. It has like 90% of correction rate, मतलब 90% accuracy rate होता है, 10% accurate नहीं भी होते हैं, which is okay. email IDs, email IDs, email IDs. बढ़िया. So far guys, so far we have found out your target companies. We have found out people working in those companies. Even when you don't know these companies, मतलब आप इंडिया में बैठे हो, आपको पता ही नहीं है यूएस में कौन सी कंपनीज हैं, कौन से लोग हैं. You have no clue about them. But now you know how to identify your target companies, finding growth companies. Now you know how will you be able to find out people working in those companies. And most importantly, now you also have the email IDs of people working in outside companies in different positions. 3 चीजें हो गई guys. 3 things are done. Please comment done. और 3 in the chat window. Please comment 3 in the chat window. क्योंकि आगे जो बढ़ेंगे हम उसमें आपको और मजा आएगा. 3 in the chat window. So our basic research is done. Research work is done. Cool. Let's move ahead. Now comes the next very important part, जिसके लिए आप में से बहुत लोग यहाँ पे हैं वर्कशॉप में और जिसका आप इंतजार कर रहे हैं, right? And the next important part is what email should we send to these people so that they not only open it but also respond to it. How many people feel कि भाई emails बहुत बकवास होते हैं, emails का कोई रिप्लाई नहीं करता, emails कोई खोल कर नहीं देखता. How many people feel emails are really bad? People do not respond. बहुत लोग फील करते हैं. बहुत बढ़िया. What if we are able to send an email which gets 90% open rates, which has a 90% open rate? What if we are able to send an email which has a 90% open rate? Wouldn't that be mind blowing? Please comment mind blowing in the chat window if you want to look at that email. Please comment mind blowing in the chat window if you want to look at that email. आगे बढ़े, मजा आएगा. चलो. You want to know this secret? This brings us guys to secret number 3, where I am going to show you the kind of email that will get you 90% of open rates plus responses plus also job openings and job opportunities. Let me move ahead. Eye-opening email script. What is an eye-opening email script? Before I get into it, I want to ask you one very simple question. How many of you in the past 1 year have received an appreciation email? How many of you in the past 1 year have received an appreciation email? How many of you in the past 3 years have received an appreciation email? How many of you have ever in your job received an appreciation email? Some people got it, some people received it. Yes, got it. बहुत बढ़िया. If I want to ask you, in your total years of work experience, how many appreciation email have you gotten so far? In total, जितना भी आपका 15 साल का वर्क एक्सपीरियंस है, 10 साल का है, 20 साल का है, कितने आपको appreciation email मिले हैं? Lot of people say 0, 1, 2, 3, many. उनके पास नंबर नहीं है कितने, बहुत सारे हैं, which is good. Infinity, yeah, बात भाई, तो आपको हमारी वर्कशॉप की क्या जरूरत है? Too many, nothing. Now, people who have like 10 years of experience, 15 years of work experience, and you just got 2-3 emails, maybe appreciation emails in your entire life journey. What if, and to others also, what if you get an email which has a subject line appreciation email? What are you going to do with that email? Tell me. अगर आपको एक ईमेल आता है जिसकी सब्जेक्ट लाइन है एप्रिसिएशन ईमेल, what are you going to do with that email? खोलोगे? कितने लोग कहते हैं खोलेंगे हम? I will definitely open it. I will definitely open it. 100%. I will definitely open it. खोलोगे? बस वही है ये. This is exactly that. But this is not spam. Let me show you how this is not spam. So how we will start the email? We will write the subject line as appreciation email, and we will also would like to appreciate something very unique with them, जो actually में true हो. फालतू नहीं भेजना है, appreciation email भेज दिया, ऐसा नहीं करना है. Appreciation email and try to be specific. कि what are you appreciating? What are you appreciating them for? Right? Once they open that email, inside the email, what you need to write is one good thing about their product, about their company, and two bad things about their product and their company. One good thing जिसके ऊपर आप उनको appreciate कर रहे हो, two bad things about their company or about their product, right? Then what you need to do, जो दो बुरी चीज हैं, you need to offer solution to those problems. You only do not have to state problems. Problems नहीं बतानी है, वो दुनिया बताती है, सब बताते हैं. Solution देना है उन problems का in that email, right? And then you present your own case study, maybe your past experience, your past achievement or something like that. And then ultimately you ask them to get on a call with you. Because in the call, that is where you will actually pitch yourself, कि ठीक है, you can hire me and I will solve these problems. Now, do you want to see the one of the example of this email? Please comment example in the chat window. Please comment example in the chat window. Prajwal says, will it be offensive? भाई क्यों offensive होगा? आप किसी की तारीफ कर रहे हो. Example, बहुत बढ़िया. So I am going to show you guys a real world example. One of the examples that one of our mentees used to get a job for himself. I am going to show you that example, right? And this is how it looks like. And छोटा दिख रहा होगा, blurry दिख रहा होगा. Do not worry, मैं आपको पढ़ के सब सुनाने वाला हूँ. ठीक है? Subject line: really loved your new feature of comments. So this was a company which added, this was an e-commerce company जिन्होंने अपने product page पे comments का feature add किया था जो पहले नहीं था और generally e-commerce companies नहीं करती हैं. So this person, my mentee, he went to their website, their e-commerce site, and they saw the product page and saw that okay, they have added a comment section. So what did they write in the subject line? Really loved your new feature of comments. This could also be, could have been written like appreciation email for the new feature of comments that you have added. Context आ गया, personalize हो गया, spammy नहीं है, appreciate कर रहे हो आप. तो बंदा 100% चांसेस है खोल के देखेगा, 99% चांसेस है खोल के तो देखेगा, right? So hey Dave, I just love your new feature of comments. It's awesome. तारीफ कर दी हमने, बंदा खुश है, आगे बढ़ जाओ. Also, while exploring, I went to your product page. However, there were a number of issues that I found on the page which could be hurting your conversions. Conversion मतलब number of sales. Two issues that really concerned me. Page loading is really slow. आपकी site बहुत slow है. Second problem was there is no way to see who recently bought the product. तो कई बार आपने भी देखा होगा, I think Expedia वगैरह ये सब करते हैं, उस पर दिखाते रहते हैं कि होटल ये बुक हो गया, होटल ये बुक हो गया, इतने रूम बुक हो गए, इसने बुक कर लिया, all those things. So your website is really slow. Plus you have no way of showing people that okay, there are people who are right now also buying the product to create that that kick, that FOMO. For problem number 1, please run an analysis using GT metrics to resolve the issues. So GT metrics एक tool है, आपको उसके अंदर घुसने की जरूरत नहीं है. That is the solution to problem number 1. Very clear, short solution. And for problem number 2, you need to add a widget that shows people buying now. तो एक widget सा एक डाल दो, प्लगइन एक डाल दो अपनी वेबसाइट पे जिससे कि वो पॉपअप करके बताता रहे किसने खरीदा so and so forth. Resolving these two issues and the others that I found on your website. What is important? सिर्फ ये 2 issues नहीं हैं, बहुत सारे issues हैं आपकी वेबसाइट पे, मैंने 2 बताए हैं आपको. Resolving these 2 issues and others that I found on your website can significantly increase your sales, right? In my previous organization, I was able to increase the conversions from 10,000 to 15,000 people a month, thus increasing their revenue by USD 50,000 per month. ये क्या है, केस स्टडी आ गई, राइट, कि मैंने पहले क्या किया, मेरी अचीवमेंट आ गई. लेट्स कनेक्ट ओवर अ कॉल ऑन थर्सडे 10 AM टू डिस्कस एंड सॉल्व अदर इश्यूज ऑन योर वेबसाइट. अब जो बंदा पहली बात तो ये देख रहा है, लाइन खोल के देखेगा. दूसरी चीज, ही वुड अप्रिशिएट कि आपने दो प्रॉब्लम्स तो नहीं बताई, सिर्फ स्पेसिफिक प्रॉब्लम्स बताई प्लस उनका सॉल्यूशंस भी दिए. And then you are also saying that there are also more problems on your website which I can help you solve, or I can tell you at least. So let's connect a call. We'll connect on a call Thursday 10 AM. This is the kind of email, guys, you need to write. Adapt it to your own domain. This person is talking about the website. You can talk about their product. You can talk about their company. You can talk about their finances. You can talk about anything. You can talk about anything. But you need to adapt this email to your own domain. अब guys, ये email देख के किसका mind blow हुआ? Please comment mind blown in the chat window. Please comment mind blown in the chat window. ये email देख के किसका mind blow हुआ? I'm waiting for more mind blown. सागर, आयुषी, प्रियंका, मनीष कुमार, निमित जैन, अश्विनी, मुकेश, परिहर, से स्पीड. ओके. अक्षिता, माइंड ब्लोन. योजनास ब्लोन. YY184G माइंड ब्लोन. सैमसंग, हाँ, गुड क्वेश्चन सैमसंग, मैं अभी आपको बताता हूँ. दिव्यम भाई, फ्रेशर हो तो इसका मतलब ये तो नहीं है कि आपके पास नॉलेज नहीं है. नॉलेज नहीं है तो फिर वैसे कोई हायर नहीं करेगा. तो यू नीड टू हैव नॉलेज. ओके गाइस, ये स्ट्रक्चर आप एक बार देख लो फिर से, इसको चाहे तो आप नोट डाउन कर लो. दिस इज द सेम स्ट्रक्चर दैट यू नीड टू फॉलो व्हेन यू आर राइटिंग ईमेल्स और यू आर सेंडिंग DMs टू दीस पीपल. राइट नाउ there could be one question that might be coming in your mind. The question could be, how would I find one good thing and two bad things about my target company? कि मैं ये कैसे ढूंढ सकता हूँ? You have this question, how will I find out one good thing and two bad things about my target company? Very simply, guys, what you need to do is you need to go to their company website, you need to explore. भाई मेहनत लगेगी, सीधी सी बात है. ये मेथड फॉलो करना है, मेहनत लगेगी तभी तो सैलरी भी ज्यादा मिलेगी ना. मेहनत तो करनी पड़ेगी. So explore the company website. You can also search about media reports about the company. So growth rate of XYZ, merger and acquisition XYZ, competitors of XYZ. Competitors क्या सही कर रहे हैं, क्या गलत कर रहे हैं, आप उसके बारे में बात कर सकते हो कंपनी के साथ ईमेल में, राइट. सबसे बढ़िया, you can find user reviews of the products or services. अलग अलग वेबसाइट है, G2 है, कैप्टेरा है, गूगल पे है, माउथ शट है, देयर आर मल्टीपल ई-कॉमर्स प्लेटफॉर्म्स. इन सब जगह पे आप उन प्रोडक्ट्स की, उनके सर्विसेज की आप रिव्यूज देख सकते हो, ठीक है. एंड इफ एवरीथिंग इज फेलिंग, मतलब आपको मिल ही नहीं रहा, कुछ भी अच्छा बात करने के लिए, कुछ भी बुरा बात करने के लिए नहीं मिल रहा किसी कंपनी के बारे में, दैट दिस इज द लास्ट रिजॉर्ट. यू विल टॉक अबाउट वन गुड थिंग अबाउट द इंडस्ट्री एज अ होल and two pain points of the industry as a whole. What do I mean by that? Let's say if you are going after an AI company, LLMs बनाती है AI कंपनी के पास आप जाते हो, तो उनको आप किसी चीज पे तारीफ करोगे. जनरली जो LLMs की तारीफ में आ जाएगा, क्वालिफाई कर जाएगा कि यार आपने तो हमारा काम इतना सिंपल कर दिया है कि अब हमको, जो हम पहले 7 days में काम करते थे, अब हम वो 3 घंटे में कर लेते हैं. इंडस्ट्री गुड थिंग. इंडस्ट्री बैड थिंग. द प्रॉब्लम इज, अगर आप एनवायरमेंटल में जाना चाहते हो, लीगल उसमें जाना चाहते हो, तो प्रॉब्लम इज कि भाई इससे कंप्लायंस इश्यूज बहुत सारे आ रहे हैं, इससे एनवायरमेंटल इंपैक्ट बहुत सारा आ रहा है, इसको कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. सॉल्यूशन 1, सॉल्यूशन 2. सो इफ यू आर अनएबल टू फाइंड द कंपनी, अबाउट द कंपनी इज टू स्मॉल, गो फॉर द इंडस्ट्री गुड थिंग्स एंड इंडस्ट्री बैड थिंग्स, एंड यू आर सॉर्टेड. If you are going by point number 4, you can also use the same email script for multiple companies. But let me tell you, personalization gives you much better results than mass emailing. Personalize करके आप भेजोगे, ज्यादा अच्छे रिजल्ट्स मिलेंगे, ज्यादा अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स रेट मिलेगा, ज्यादा अच्छी कॉन्वर्सेशन होगी आपकी 1-on-1 कॉल में एज कम्पेयर टू अगर आप मास ईमेल भेजोगे. ठीक है. So now done with the email, guys. Please comment email done. Please comment email done. Email done if you understood till here. Please comment email done so that we can quickly move ahead. Email done. Prajwal, Vishwajit, Makam, Kripali, Indranil, Krishna Kumar, Sandeep Kumar, Sachin Gupta, Manish Kumar, V2052, Mohit Katiyar, Samsung. Email done. बहुत बढ़िया. अतार्देक we cannot take 5 minutes, really sorry. मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है भाई, जल्दी खत्म करना है नहीं तो आप लोग भाग जाओगे. All right. So this is another great results that we have, guys. This is Sushant Dev. He had 18 years of experience and he was stuck at 20 LPA. मतलब ये 20 लाख के ऊपर इनको वर्क एक्सपीरियंस के हिसाब से, इंडिया में सारा गेम वर्क एक्सपीरियंस के हिसाब चलता है. सो इंडिया में इनको 18 इयर्स ऑफ वर्क एक्सपीरियंस के बाद 20 LPA के ऊपर कोई जॉब दे ही नहीं रहा था विद द करंट स्किल सेट्स दैट ही हैड. He got 2 high-paying international remote jobs, guys. Not 1, but 2 high-paying international remote jobs, 45 lakh rupees plus each from just 10 days of starting, right? How? Outreach तो एक तरीका है जिससे कि आप जाते हो, but there are many more ways to get it right. What are those ways? Some more things I'm going to cover right now. But I would want to see you guys here getting these clients so that I can show your testimonial to others and inspire others also, right? So even people having multiple years of experience, 18, 20, 25 years, I have people even 28 years of experience who are stuck with Indian jobs, who have hit their peak. They are able to actually get better jobs, better salaries than they go outside. क्योंकि इंडिया में तो भाई उनको ऊपर सीलिंग लगा दी गई है, right? Now comes the next important part. How many of you want to make your hiring managers go crazy? That too by just looking at your resume. How many of you would like to make your hiring managers go crazy by looking at your resume? Please comment crazy in the chat window. Please comment crazy in the chat window, guys. Please comment crazy in the chat window. Please comment crazy in the chat window. बहुत बढ़िया. Now this brings me to secret number 4. What is secret number 4? And initially I mentioned also that you need to develop the result-based thinking. How do we do that? And how do we make the hiring managers go crazy? The solution to that question, the answer to that question is quantitative result. What is a quantitative result? A result that you can provide to someone backed by a number. For example, I will help you increase this by 5x. I will help you decrease this by 5x. I will help you improve the results by 50%. I will help you get increase sales by $50,000. I will help you improve efficiency. I will help you reduce the turnaround time by 3 days. So anything, any result that you can provide with a number. Result with a number. A number can be a multiple, a number could be a percentage, a number could be an absolute value also. It could be in based of time, it could be in based of sales, it could be in based of efficiency, improvement, it could be in terms of overall company growth, it could be anything. Till the time it is an output, which is a result, and it also has a number. This is called a quantitative result. Now, what you need to do, guys, is you need to write your own quantitative result statement. What is a quantitative result statement? I help e-commerce companies, for example, I help AI companies, I help fintech companies, I help educational institutes, जो भी आपका domain है, I help these people to get this result in this much time using my own framework. For example, I help e-commerce companies to increase their page speed by 2x in just 10 days using my automative testing framework. कुछ भी, कोई भी framework डाल दो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, right? One of the examples. How can you get these things if you are unable to think कि अरे मैं क्या डालूं अपने लिए? Guys, please remember, please recall that you already have this sheet with you given by the current organization. आप लोग जब appraisals के लिए बैठते हो at the end of the year, you already have your KPIs mentioned, key performance indicators in your appraisal sheet. उन KPIs को उठाओ, उन KPIs को in QR statement में fit in कर दो, fill in the blanks कर दो. As simple as that. KPIs को उठाओ, इसमें डाल दो. वो भी नहीं समझ में आ रहा, सेल्स के टर्म्स में बात कर लो, टाइम के टर्म्स में बात कर लो, एफिशिएंसी के टर्म में बात कर लो, और कोई और मेट्रिक है. फॉर एग्जांपल, if you are a software developer, I helped my previous organization create an app which was able to host 1 crore concurrent users using this XYZ framework. Right? So it could be anything, the result, but it has to be a result and there has to be a number associated with it. And if you are unable to think about the kind of result that you already provide to your organizations, just imagine कि आप result के बारे में सुबह जाते हो, काम करते हो, जो बॉस ने बताया छुट्टी ले लेते हो. what is the impact of that work? If you are a data scientist, the reports that you are creating, the data that you are putting into something, what exactly is the output company is getting out of it? Why is company paying you money? You are providing some result to the company, right? कुछ तो आप उनकी हेल्प कर रहे हो, चाहे ऑपरेशंस हैंडल करने में कर रहे हो ना. उस ऑपरेशंस का रिजल्ट क्या है? कितना पैसा बचाया कंपनी का, कितना टाइम बचाया कंपनी का, वो यहां पे डालना है. Start thinking in that manner. Start thinking about quantitative results that you provide to your organization. हाँ, फ्रेशर्स के लिए क्या लिखें? Now this is a good question. फ्रेशर्स जिनके पास एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है वो क्या लिख सकते हैं? आपको क्या करना है गाइस? If you are a fresher, go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT से एक प्रोजेक्ट लो, सैंपल प्रोजेक्ट. That I want to enter into this domain. This is my educational background. Please give me a sample project. Using the sample project, I will mention that sample project in my CV, and also I want to arrive at my own quantitative result statement. ChatGPT आपको प्रोजेक्ट देगा, उस प्रोजेक्ट पे काम करो, उस प्रोजेक्ट को इम्प्लीमेंट करो. Get your KPIs or your metrics from that project and start using it in your resume. Start using it in your CV. As simple as that. That is how you do it. ठीक है? Now, if that is sorted, I hope you guys have started thinking in terms of result. Oh, मैं क्या result दे अगर मुझे कंपनी 5 लाख रुपए दे रही है महीने के, तो मैं क्या ऐसा प्रोवाइड कर रहा हूं कंपनी की कि वो मुझसे 50 लाख कमा रही है? तभी तो 5 लाख आपको दे रही होगी ना. What exactly are you doing for the company so that the company is able to make 50 lakh rupees on your 5 lakh rupees salary? Start thinking in that direction. Start thinking in that direction, right? So I have given you a nugget. इससे शुरू होती है आपकी journey into result based thinking, but again we are going to cover it more further. Now guys, the next question is how to take your career to the next level, how to grow to 10x. So we saw a way कि how to get to these remote jobs, ये companies कहाँ से होती हैं, इन तक पहुँचते कैसे हम. But the real question is, all of us are here, or all of us here actually, remote job is just a way of growing our career, right? To get better salaries, to get better working conditions, to work from home. This is just a way to make us make more money with the same kind of thing that we are getting, also save on taxes, also save on time, right? But the ultimate agenda of everyone who is here is to grow our career 10x, right? So if you have this question, how to take your career to the next level, how to grow 10x, please comment 10x in the chat window. Please comment 10x in the chat window if you want to know how you actually get to the CXO level positions, if you want to know how to go to that next level of growth, which many of you are stuck at right now. 10x. Wonderful. Let me move ahead. So, do you want the next steps? If you want, this brings us to secret number 5. And the secret number 5 is you building your professional brand. What is a professional brand, guys? A professional brand is nothing but where you project yourself as an expert in your own domain. You project yourself as an expert in your own domain. Remember and focus on the word project. You do not really need to be an expert in your own domain. You just need to project that you are an expert. No one out there in the world is an expert, by the way. You feel people are expert because they project themselves that way. So you need to create your professional brand in such a manner that people, when they look at you, look at your profile, they see you around. They see and they figure out that, oh, you might be an expert in what you do. You are an expert in what you do. That is the projection you want to show to the world, right? And once you are able to build your professional brand, then you get multiple things coming to you. Really high-paying jobs, because experts get paid the most. Experts in the industry get paid the most. Of course they do. भाई ये बंदा expert है इस चीज का, right? You also open up your CXO level opportunities. CXO hiring कभी भी जॉब पोर्टल्स पे नहीं होती है. क्यों नहीं होती है? क्योंकि जॉब पोर्टल्स पे कोई भी कहीं से भी उठ के अप्लाई कर देता है. अब मैं किसी भी बंदे को अपना CEO, CMO, CTO, CHRO तो नहीं बना दूंगा. ऑफ कोर्स नहीं बनाऊंगा. किसी ने अप्लाई किया, मैंने उसको भाई एकदम टॉप लेवल लीडरशिप पोजीशन कर दी. दैट इज नॉट हाउ द इंडस्ट्री वर्क्स. No one would do that. Why would they do that? But if they already know you, you already have a brand, you already have that projection of being an expert, people will come to you. यार मेरी कंपनी में ये प्रॉब्लम है भाई, मेरे साथ आके करेगा क्या, सॉल्व करेगा क्या, चल तेरे को कितने पैसे लेने तू बता, मेरे साथ आके कर, right? You also get partnership opportunities. You also get, let me cover all of them, independent director opportunities. So once you have a professional brand, people would want you to be on their boards, ताकि वो अपने इन्वेस्टर्स को दिखा सके कि देख मेरे बोर्ड में कौन कौन लोग हैं, ये बंदा इसका एक्सपर्ट है, ये बंदा इसका एक्सपर्ट है, ये बंदा इसका एक्सपर्ट है. उनको भी तो इन्वेस्टर्स को दिखाना है ना, स्टेक होल्डर्स को दिखाना है, राइट? प्लस you get a lot of speaking opportunities. So if let's say you start getting speaking opportunities and you start speaking in conferences, so आपके जितने भी डोमेन, आप HR में हो, आप लीगल में हो, आप टीचिंग में हो, आप मार्केटिंग में हो, आप सेल्स में हो, किसी भी डोमेन में हो, let me tell you, if you already do not know about this, even in your industry there are conferences and round table conferences happening every now and then. आपके शहर में होते हैं वो, जहाँ पे बड़े बड़े लोगों को इनवाइट किया जाता है. यहाँ पे people address a large gathering, and imagine if you are the speaker on the stage, addressing a lot of, if you are into marketing, addressing a lot of marketing managers, chief marketing officer already, and you are talking about your subject. They will come to you to seek advice. They will come to you to hire you. That is where you will go once you have a professional brand. Plus, you also get partnership opportunities, because a lot of people would say कि आओ चलो पार्टनर कर लेते हैं, आप इतना परसेंटेज रख लेना, मैं बाकी का काम कर रहा हूँ, आपकी बस एडवाइस चाहिए हमको, आपकी सजेशंस चाहिए, आप हमारी टीम को हैंडल कर लो. Plus, you can also turn it into a business where you get so many people, you are unable to work full time with them, work part time with them, work on contract, work on fractional basis. What is the problem? But all these things are possible, guys, only and only if you are able to build your own professional brand and you are able to project yourself as an expert. ठीक है? Moving ahead. Now, guys, do you understand how people get to the CXO level? How people get to the director level easily? क्योंकि वो ये सारी चीजें कर रहे हैं जो आप लोग नहीं कर रहे हो. आप लोग क्या कर रहे हो? जॉब पे जाते हो, जॉब स्विच करनी होती है, अप्लाई, कहानी खत्म, एंड ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. By just doing that, you will never be able to reach to the CXO level. Some people would be lucky जो इस route से भी चले जाएंगे, no doubt. But do you want to get into the 1% of people, or do you want to get into the rest 80% of the people who follow different things to get to the CXO level? That is the question. But CXO level jobs come to people who are able to project themselves as an expert, even if and when they do not have a pedigree or a degree from a top tier institute. Not all CXOs who are working have good educational backgrounds, by the way. Right? Now, let me ask you this question, guys. Which platform is ideal for building a professional brand? Which platform is ideal for building a professional brand? LinkedIn, of course. Momita says how to create that brand. Yes, good question. LinkedIn, that's more powerful. I'm an expert in projection. I'm preparing any project. Okay. LinkedIn profile, 10x, secret 5, secret 20x, 10x, 10x. Chalo, wonderful. Personal website. So guys, let me answer this question for you. The best platform to create your professional brand on is, of course, LinkedIn. LinkedIn has all the professionals, the top people of the world are using LinkedIn, right? So the best platform to create your brand on is LinkedIn. You start from there, but you do not end there. It is your professional brand is not just LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a part of it. Okay? Let's move ahead, guys. Now, guys, this is Ronak Bisht. He left his job due to a medical condition. He was getting 10 LPA in Bangalore. He had to leave his job due to his medical condition. वो job अपनी continue नहीं कर पा रहे थे, क्योंकि in office job वो जा ही नहीं पा रहे थे, commute नहीं कर सकते थे. He found an international job for 45 LPA, more than 4.5x jump. How? By just following the right strategies. By just following the right strategies. If you are following the right strategies, you will get the result. It is as simple as that. If you are following the wrong strategies, you will never get the result. It is as simple as that. जितनी मर्जी आप सालों तक कोशिश करते रहो, wrong strategies कभी result नहीं लाके देंगे. Right? Now, very important part of the workshop. Who all are worried about paying lakhs in taxes every year? Who all are worried about paying lakhs in taxes every year? And who all want to save on their taxes? Please comment taxes in the chat window. Please comment taxes in the chat window. Who all want to save on taxes? Wonderful. This brings me to secret number 6. Please comment secret 66666 in the chat window. Please comment 66666 in the chat window if you want to save lakhs and lakhs of rupees in taxes every year. 6666 in the chat window. Wonderful. So guys, remember I told you, if you get on there are two types of employment statuses when you are working in a remote job. One is on third party payroll, the other one is on contract basis. If you go with the second type of employment, which is on contract basis, then you get to use this secret hack of saving tax. What is this secret hack? And let me show you. Here is the answer. If the company is not in India, they can't make you their employee. They will actually have you on their contract. If they have you on your contract, you get to apply Section 44 AD of the Income Tax Act. Section 44 AD of the Income Tax Act. What does this act says? Let me show it to you. Let me show it to you. Yeah. So, if you have less than 2 CR of revenue, if you have less than 2 crores of income, you can assume that only 6% of that income was in profit. The rest 94% of the income was in loss. Was in loss. Or was in expense. 6% is profit, 94% is expense. तो आपको जो टैक्स देना पड़ेगा इनकम टैक्स वो सिर्फ 6% ऑफ योर सैलरी पे देना पड़ेगा. एंड बाय द वे गाइस 6% ऑफ द सैलरी जब आप निकालोगे उसके बाद उस पर टैक्सेबल स्लैब्स लगने शुरू होंगे और उसके हिसाब से आप दोगे. This one you will be able to utilize if you are on contract with companies. This is section 44 ADA for professionals. If you are into अगर आप डॉक्टर हैं, आप लॉयर हैं, तो आप इसमें अंदर जाओगे. For rest of the people, you can use for business this tax, section 44 AD. Right? How does this happen? Let's say you are getting 30 lakhs of salary. Okay, from outside India, you are on contract. Now, 6% of that, of 30 lakhs is how much? 1.8 lakhs. अब 1.8 लाख के ऊपर आप टैक्सेबल स्लैब्स लगाने शुरू करोगे तो क्या आपको कोई टैक्स देना पड़ेगा? 12 लाख के नीचे तो कोई टैक्स ही नहीं है. सो टैक्स फ्री इनकम हो गई आपकी. इमेजिन यू आर गेटिंग अ सैलरी ऑफ 2 करोड़. 2 करोड़ की सैलरी है आपकी. 6% कितना होगा? 12 करोड़ का. सॉरी 2 करोड़ का 6% कितना होगा? 12 लाख रुपीस. तो 12 लाख रुपीस तो फिर से टैक्सेबल लिमिट में नहीं आया, आप फिर भी टैक्स नहीं पे करना पड़ा. व्हाट डज दैट मीन? टिल द टाइम यू आर एबल टू यू आर गेटिंग अ 2 CR सैलरी, जब तक आप 2 CR की सैलरी से नीचे हो तब तक आपको कभी टैक्स नहीं देना पड़ेगा. हाउ क्रेजी इज दैट? हाउ क्रेजी इज दैट? हाँ, 2 करोड़ के ऊपर चले जाओगे तो ये आप प्रिजम्पटिव टैक्सेशन का क्लॉज नहीं लगा सकते आप, तो आपको सिर्फ टैक्स देना पड़ेगा. So basically you will have to pay tax only and only when you will be making more than 2 CR if you are on contract with these remote companies, with these international companies. By the way, even my CA was not using this and was not aware of this. When I started doing my remote job और मैंने वहाँ पे लोगों से बात करी, other people who are working remotely in the same company, they told me, yo भाई हम तो ये करते हैं. तो भाई साहब क्या बात कर रहे हो? तो एक पहला एडवांटेज तो सैलरी मल्टीपल टाइम्स मिली. दूसरा एडवांटेज, मैं इंडिया में जितना टैक्स पे कर रहा था वो सारा टैक्स बच गया मेरा. और क्या चाहिए? प्लस घर पे बैठे काम कर रहा हूं, और क्या ही चाहिए? Isn't this crazy guys? फिर से whoever feel that their mind is blown again, please comment mind blown in the chat window. Please comment mind blown in the chat window. Mind blown in the chat window. बहुत बढ़िया. चलो, अगर अब आपका माइंड ब्लो हो गया है तो लेट मी मूव अहेड एंड शो समथिंग more crazy stuff to you. So secret number 7 guys, which is the bonus secret, you applying to 100 of jobs but you do not get a response. How to change that? But before we go ahead, let me just do a quick recap of what all we covered. We have solved 6 problems in your life guys. Problem number 1, how much to ask for an international remote job, how much you will be able to get in an international remote job. We have the tool to tell us now. We do not have to go and ask anyone. Tool से आपको पता चलेगा. How to find growing companies outside India. Problem number 2 solved. How to find people and their email IDs who are working in those high growth companies. Problem number 3 solved. How to get their response using an email. एक email ID लेके उनका response हम कैसे ले सकते हैं. We understood that, we learned that, and we are going to use that, right? And then ultimately, what is the next steps? How to grow your career by 10x is answered again. And last thing is how to save lakhs on taxes. ये सारी 6 problems solve हो गई guys. Please comment solve in the chat window. Please comment solve in the chat window if all these 6 problems are solved for you now in this session. If all these 6 problems are solved for you in this session, please comment solve in the chat window. Wonderful. Now, how many of you agree that this knowledge has opened your mind towards new increased income? कि भाई इतना कुछ है दुनिया में, मुझे पता ही नहीं था, इतना कुछ हो सकता है. There are so many possibilities, and this is the kind of growth trajectory that I can take that I did not know about. How many feel that this has opened up your mind? Please comment opened or yes in the chat window. How many of you agree that this knowledge will help you to find a higher paying job than your current job? तो करंट जॉब से ज्यादा सैलरी तो आपको मिल जाएगी, इतना तो आप कॉन्फिडेंट हो गए हो, इवन आफ्टर कवरिंग लाइक मे बी 1.5 hours of the session, right? You are confident now. How many of you understood that with right tools and right strategies you can grow 10x faster? अगर आप राइट स्ट्रैटेजीज लगा रहे हो तो आप 10x ज्यादा तेज भाग सकते हो एज कम्पेयर टू कि जो कर रहे हो वो तो करते रह सकते हो, उससे जो रिजल्ट्स मिल रहे हो आपके सामने, राइट? एंड हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू अंडरस्टूड with the right growth path and the right approach you can reach the top leadership positions also? बहुत लोग तो छोड़ के बैठे हैं कि मैं कभी CXO बनूंगा भी, मैं तो भूल ही चुका हूँ कि ये अच्छा मेरे को वहां CEO लेवल तक भी कभी जाना था, CFO लेवल तक भी कभी जाना था, मैं तो भूल चुका हूँ इस बात को, कभी मेरा एम्बिशन था, अब तो सब छूट चुका है. But now you understand, yes, there could be a growth path which can even get me to that top leadership position even now, right? Another result, guys. Tickle and me, many of you might be following her on Instagram also. She followed the same strategy. She created her own professional brand. She went from 100 followers to 100k followers in just 90 days, right? While she was doing that, once she reached the number of followers, she started her own design agency. So she is into designing. She started her own design agency, which is now making 12 lakh rupees a month. How was she able to do it? By just projecting herself as an expert. Maybe not on LinkedIn, but here on Instagram. So like I said, LinkedIn is a small part of your entire professional brand journey, right? So she created her brand on Instagram, went from 100 followers to 100k followers, and started her own branding agency, and is making 12 lakhs a month, right? Now, you might have this question in mind, guys. You might have this question in mind, but Shikkhar, what is the future of all this? कि आज तो मैं कर लूंगा पैसे के चक्कर में, आराम के चक्कर में, टैक्सेस के चक्कर में मैं रिमोट जॉब कर लूंगा, बट ये कब तक, मतलब इज देयर अ फ्यूचर टू दीज रिमोट जॉब्स? क्या ये चलेंगी आगे फ्यूचर में, राइट? नाउ लेट मी शो यू अ फ्यू थिंग्स. International remote jobs are the future of work. And how can I say that? So international remote jobs, which you can also call it outsourced jobs, and these are the different data that I am going to show you from different portals. This is not my data. These are coming directly from Forbes and other people, other big players. Outsourced jobs already contributed $1.35 trillion. This is trillion, not billion, trillion, to the US economy in annual earnings in 2022. 2022 में Forbes का data. At 60 million, outsourced jobs are poised to become the majority job type in the US by 2027. 2027 तक majority job type ही remote jobs होंगी. Google's workforce has more outsourced jobs than permanent employees. 54% of their jobs are already outsourced, are already done by contractors. 48% of businesses hired outsourced people in 2018, up from 43% in 2017. Data by Flexible. International work platforms, ये आपके Fiverr, Freelancer, Upwork, ये सब .com. They are valued to grow from $3 billion in 2020. They are projected to grow to $12 billion. Four times their actual valuation, growing at a CAGR of 15% from 21 to 28. अब just imagine, जब remote work की website इतना बढ़ने वाली है, how will they grow? Only if the demand is going to grow. जब डिमांड बढ़ेगी तभी तो ये प्लेटफॉर्म्स बढ़ेंगे. और डिमांड कितनी तेज बढ़ रही है? 4x, by 4x. So this is the thing of the future. आप अगर इसमें अभी घुस जाओगे तो 28 तक 2030 तक तो पता नहीं कहां पहुंच जाओगे. That is the idea, right? But by the way, if I ask you this question, what do companies like Infosys, TCS, HCL, Wipro, Tech Mahindra, Accenture, Deloitte, KPMG, what are all these companies doing? If not but this, they are getting projects from outside India, they are hiring Indians in India to do that work and keeping the margins in between. My question to you guys is कि आप खुद जाके डायरेक्टली ये अपने पास क्यों नहीं ला सकते अपॉर्चुनिटीज? जब ये कंपनीज कर सकती हैं और करती आ रही हैं इतने सालों से, और मार्जिन्स बीच में अपने पास रख रही हैं, आप ये खुद कर लो ना काम. हटाओ इनको बीच में से, इन्फोसिस को हटाओ, टीसीएस को हटाओ बीच में से. and they have been able to build such big crazy businesses just by doing that, just by doing this, getting work from outside India, getting Indian people to work on it, just by doing that. और ये आज भी सस्टेन कर रही हैं, पिछले कितने सालों सस्टेन कर रही हैं. They are the leaders, they are the top leaders in our of our economy, and they are going to stay like that. So you already have the proof कि भैया ये कर रहे हैं already, इन्होंने करा हुआ है already. But why does this happen? Why does this happen? See guys, the market always moves towards efficiency. हमें पता है there is a lot of this thing around in India that we should not buy Chinese products. But do we ensure कि हम Chinese products ना खरीदें? हम ensure ही नहीं कर पाते even if we want to. Why? Because if China is producing the same quality of product 10x cheaper in price, who is going to buy Indian product? तो अगर किसी मैन्युफैक्चरर को, किसी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर को प्रोडक्ट उठाना है जो मार्केट में बेचना है, एक प्रोडक्ट है XYZ जो उनको 10 रुपए का पड़ रहा है वर्सेस 100 रुपए का पड़ रहा है, तो कौन सा खरीदेंगे? वो 10 रुपए वाला खरीदेंगे. जब सारे डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स के पास, सारे फैक्ट्री के पास, सारे मैन्युफैक्चरर के पास वो 10 ही रुपए का प्रोडक्ट है, तो हमारे पास एट द एंड कंज्यूमर क्या चॉइस है? हमारे पास चॉइस ही नहीं है कोई. हमको भी वही 10 रुपए वाला प्रोडक्ट 12 रुपए में, हम 15 रुपए में खरीदेंगे. बट अगर वो कहता है मैं 100 रुपए का प्रोडक्ट उठाऊंगा और इसको मार्केट में 105 का बेचूंगा, तो क्या हम भी वो 10 रुपए का 15 रुपए का हटा के 105 पे खरीद पाएंगे? नहीं. So even if we want not to use the Chinese products, still we have to use it. There is no other choice because Chinese products are more efficient, give you the same quality in cheaper price. Same goes for remote jobs. इसीलिए तो वहां के लोग रो रहे हैं कि हमारे पास जॉब्स नहीं है, because when their business owners are getting the same quality, sometimes even better, most of the times better quality people working for them, उनके लिए उनको ऑफिस स्पेस नहीं देना, उनको लैपटॉप नहीं देना, उनके लिए इंटरनेट कनेक्शन नहीं देना, उनको मेडिकल अलाउंस नहीं देना, मेडिकल इंश्योरेंस नहीं देना, राइट, कुछ भी नहीं देना, और सर पे बंदा आके बैठा नहीं हुआ, इंडिया में सब कुछ कर रहा है और ये सारी चीजें नहीं देनी, तो मैं क्यों नहीं इंडियन से काम कराऊंगा, who might also be cheaper at times यूएस की सैलरी से, तो मैं क्यों नहीं एक इंडियन वर्कर से काम कराऊंगा? हाँ, बस the only challenge I have is कि वो बंदा रिमोटली काम कर रहा है, but there are so many advantages that are coming along with that. Hence people more and more people have started moving towards remote. कोविड जब आया तो ये रिमोट के और ज्यादा अवेयरनेस हुआ, लोगों ने और ज्यादा यूज किया, and now slowly and steadily more and more people, companies are moving towards remote, minus the top companies जो भैया बंदे को एकदम स्लेव बना के अपने सामने बैठा के काम कराना चाहती है, उनको छोड़ दो आप. बाकी the entire market is shifting towards remote work. My own company is working remotely since last so many years, right? Now guys, do you want to know how much others are making with remote job? Do you want to know how much others are making with remote jobs? Please say yes in the chat window if you want to know that. Please say yes in the chat window. बहुत बढ़िया. Again, let me show you a few of the data points from different portals. The average salary for outsourced writers, I am only talking about content writers here, बाकी सबको तो छोड़ दो. The average yearly salary for outsourced writers stood at $63,488, which is 52 lakh rupees, and that this data was back from 2019. 2019 में सिर्फ कंटेंट राइटर्स इतना पैसा बना रहे थे, बाकी आपके जो हाई लेवल स्पेशलाइज्ड डोमेन है उनको तो छोड़ दो, वो तो इससे ऊपर ही जाएगा. Then another point, 23% of Indian outsourced workers who are working remotely for international companies, they are making more than ₹80 lakh per annum. Report by PayPal. What is PayPal? PayPal is a payment gateway that you use to collect money from outside India. तो PayPal के पास से सारा डेटा है, इंडिया में कौन कितना पैसा कहां से कमा रहा है, क्योंकि PayPal के डैशबोर्ड पे ये ट्रांजैक्शंस हो रहे हैं. PayPal ने ही ये रिपोर्ट पब्लिश करी थी कि 23% इंडियंस जो हैं वो 60 लाख से ज्यादा ऑलरेडी कमा रहे हैं. Now let me show you another point. The mean income earned by Indian outsourced workers is ₹20 lakhs per annum. Mean है, average नहीं है. Mean मतलब आधे लोग 20 लाख के ऊपर हैं, आधे लोग 20 लाख के नीचे हैं. This is a point stats by Business Today. मतलब अगर आप टॉप 50% में हुए तो आप 20 लाख से ज्यादा कमाओगे घर बैठ के. अगर आप टॉप के 25% में हुए तो आप 60 लाख रुपए से ऊपर कमाओगे घर बैठ के. That is how crazy it is. Now, if I ask you, आप टॉप 50% में हो कि आप टॉप 20% में हो, और क्या आप टॉप 20% में आना चाहते हो? तो अगर आप 1% नहीं, 2% नहीं, 3% नहीं, टॉप 20% में भी आते हो, तब भी आप 60 लाख रुपए कमा रहे हो भाई. तो why are we doing the shitty job that we are doing right now? that should be the question, because we do not know this opportunity. हमें पता ही नहीं है लोग इतना लोग कमा भी रहे हैं पैसा. We don't know because we don't discuss salaries with our colleagues, with our friends. किसी को पता ही नहीं है. जो पेमेंट कलेक्ट कर रहा है उसको तो पता है. सेम काम के सेम जॉब के इंडिया में बैठ के more than 60 lakhs. हम लोग रोज ऑफिस जाएंगे और पैसा भी कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. Now guys, let me show you. We covered some things in the workshop, but you really need a lot of more things to actually get an international remote job. The things that you should know. How to find a remote job without doing the outreach. तो हमने अभी एक तरीका देखा आउटरीच से कैसे जॉब मिल सकती है. बहुत ही मैनुअल प्रोसेस है, बहुत ही एफर्ट टेकिंग प्रोसेस है. आपको कंपनीज ढूंढनी है, लोग ढूंढने हैं जो कंपनी का काम, उनके ईमेल आईडी ढूंढने हैं, फिर उनका वन गुड थिंग टू बैड थिंग देखनी है. बहुत सारा टाइम लग जाएगा, राइट? बट व्हाट इफ वी आर एबल टू बिल्ड अ सिस्टम जिससे कि जॉब्स हमारे पास आए ऑन ऑटो पायलट एंड वी डू नॉट डू एनी ऑफ सच थिंग्स. ये जितना ही मैनुअल एफर्ट कर रहे हैं हम लोग, ये ना करें. ईमेल ना ढूंढे, कंपनीज ना ढूंढे, कुछ भी ना करें, तब भी जॉब्स हमारे पास आए. कैसे हो सकता है ये? हाउ टू बी द फर्स्ट वन टू अप्लाई टू जॉब्स. The sooner you apply to job, the higher chances you have of getting selected. One of the problems why we do not get selected in jobs even in India, कि हम 7 दिन पुरानी जॉब्स अप्लाई कर रहे होते हैं, हम 3 दिन पुरानी जॉब्स अप्लाई कर रहे होते हैं, हम 2 दिन पुरानी जॉब्स अप्लाई कर रहे होते हैं, तब तक HR के पास ऑलरेडी 2000 एप्लीकेशन जा चुकी होती है. So how to be the first one to apply to job? How to find hidden jobs before anyone else? There is a hidden jobs market also. और इससे पहले कि वो बाहर आए, पब्लिक डोमेन में आए, कैसे हम उन जॉब्स तक पहुंच सकते हैं? How to crack international interviews? International interviews do not work on the same manner as Indian interviews. Indian interviews में क्या है? बिठा देंगे सामने, क्वेश्चंस पूछते रहेंगे. That is not how international interviews happen. It is very different. Then how to get to the CXO level jobs? तो एक तरीका तो प्रोफेशनल ब्रांड बनाना, but there are more ways also. There are more ways also that you need to understand and you need to know. And the fastest way to get a remote job, outreach करना, brand build करना, ये सब बहुत slower approaches हैं. इन सब में बहुत टाइम लगता है. But इससे तेज कैसे हो जा सकते हैं हम लोग? How to get financially free ultimately and build passive income streams using your skills. तो एक तो जॉब हो गया कि हमको जॉब चाहिए. जब जॉब मिल गई, what is next? How to build our passive income stream using the same skill that we are using into a job. How do we do that? You need to know all these things. How to become a job magnet so that jobs keep on coming to you even when you are not looking for jobs. Even when you are not looking for jobs. How to get multiple jobs at the same time. एक ही टाइम पे मल्टीपल जॉब्स कैसे ले, मल्टीपल जॉब्स के साथ काम कैसे करें. बिकॉज एक जॉब अगर आपको 40 लाख दे रही है, दो जॉब को 80 लाख दे रही है, 3 जॉब को 1.2 दे रही है, 1.2 करोड़ क्यों नहीं कमाऊंगा? हाउ टू स्केल योर इनकम 10x यूजिंग द पावर ऑफ सोशल मीडिया. सोशल मीडिया को कैसे यूज करें हम लोग टू गेट आवरसेल्व्स जॉब्स, टू इंक्रीज आवर इनकम. How to find and work at multiple jobs at the same time, covered. How to ask for high pay irrespective of your current salary. तो इंडिया में बहुत गंदा कल्चर है. आपकी सैलरी, करंट सैलरी क्या है आप बताते हो, कहते हो ठीक है भाई 20% हाइक ले ले, 30% हाइक ले ले, आज ज्वाइन कर ले. That is not how the US market works. Your next salary is not based on your previous salary. But how do you negotiate that? You should know that. How to build your portfolio to attract job offers. Portfolio कैसे बनाना है? What is the portfolio in terms of working professionals? How to build your professional brand on LinkedIn? Again, important part that you should know. तो guys, आज हमने क्या कवर किया? आज हमने कवर किया है फाउंडेशन पार्ट और व्हाट इज रिमोट जॉब. बेसिक एक तरीका हमने देखा, मैनुअल एफर्ट बहुत ज्यादा है. बट देन देयर आर मोर थिंग्स दैट यू शुड बी नोइंग. हाउ टू गेट जॉब्स ऑन ऑटो पायलट. अपने आप जॉब्स आपके पास आ रही है, इवन यू विदाउट यू इवन अप्लाइंग टू दोस जॉब्स. हाउ डू यू क्रिएट योर प्रोफेशनल ब्रांड. हाउ डू यू फाइंड हिडन ओपनिंग्स. हाउ डू यू बिल्ड सिस्टम्स ताकि ये चीजें अपने आप होती रहे. आप एक क्लिक करो बटन का, जब whenever you want to look for a job, you click on a button, jobs start coming to you. You switch off a button, the jobs stop coming to you. What is that system? How to build that system? What is the CXO framework? How do you get to the CXO position? How do CXOs think? How do you project yourself as a CXO? And then ultimately, how to get those high-paying opportunities? So right now we are at this stage. We are struggling with our job. We are struggling with our low-income salaries and all of that. But we do need to get to here. How do we make 10x more income, more money? How do we build our huge professional brand? And ultimately, how do we get not just money freedom, but also time freedom? So now what we have covered today in the workshop is just the foundation part. We have not been able to cover the jobs on autopilot, professional brand, systems, hidden openings, CXO framework. Right? But guys, if I ask you this question, do you want to learn all of these things? Do you want to learn how to get jobs on autopilot? Do you want to learn what is that CXO framework? Do you want to learn where to find hidden openings? Do you want to learn how to be the first one to apply to these jobs? Do you want to know all of these things? Do you not want to know all of these things? So there is one way of learning through it, which will take you months. ये भी सीखेंगे, ये भी सीखेंगे, ये भी सीखेंगे, सब कुछ सीखेंगे भाई, महीनों लग जाएंगे, हफ्तों लग जाएंगे. Obviously, along with your current job, it will take you time. But what if I tell you, you do not need months and weeks to learn and build all of these things?
बेटा जल्दी पियो.
What if I say that we are going to cover all of these things
वैसे नहीं जाएगा, जा रहा
in nothing but just in 3 days? In nothing but just in 3 days. What if you can learn all of these things in just 3 days? Wouldn't that be great? Please comment. That would be great in the chat window. Please comment great in the chat window if you want to learn all these things, and that too just in 3 days. Just in 3 days. So guys, if you want to learn and build these systems for yourself in just 3 days, what I really have for you is a 3-day live boot camp. 3-day live boot camp. We are going to have this boot camp on a Friday, Saturday and Sunday at 7 p.m. And these are the tentative dates. These are the tentative dates that you are seeing on the screen. This is going to be live. You are going to build the systems along with me. So I'll be sharing my screen. I'll be doing the steps on my screen, and I will ask you to follow the steps. And I will wait for you कि भाई कर लिया, आगे बढ़े, कर लिया, आगे बढ़े, कर लिया, आगे बढ़े. What is our objective? To find a remote international job in the shortest possible time. That is the idea of this boot camp. Now, you might be having this question कि sir मैं इन dates पे available नहीं हूँ. सर मेरा कुछ सेशन छूट गया तो, सर मैंने कुछ मिस कर दिया तो. Do not worry guys. Do not worry. The wonderful part of it, of the boot camp is, आपको इस वर्कशॉप की रिकॉर्डिंग तो नहीं मिल रही है, बट इस बूट कैंप के 3 दिन की रिकॉर्डिंग आपको मिलेगी. Day 1 सेशन खत्म हुआ, Day 1 की रिकॉर्डिंग you will get within 2 to 3 hours. Day 2 का सेशन खत्म हुआ, Day 2 रिकॉर्डिंग within 2 to 3 hours. Day 3 का सेशन खत्म हुआ, Day 3 की रिकॉर्डिंग in 2 to 3 hours. एंड कब तक है आपके पास ये रिकॉर्डिंग? 1 हफ्ता, 2 हफ्ता, 1 महीना, 2 महीना? हमेशा के लिए, हमेशा के लिए, forever and ever. You get back to this recording whenever you have a confusion, you have an issue, you want to again go back to a job, आपको फिर से अप्लाई करना है, दोबारा से देख लो रिकॉर्डिंग. अगर आप इन डेट्स पे अवेलेबल नहीं हो, रिकॉर्डिंग देख लो. Even if you are not available and even if you go through recording, you still get a chance to attend it again. That is the wonderful part of it. So tentative dates ये है, Friday, Saturday, Sunday हम लोग 7 PM पे इसको करते हैं, 3 hours each day, and we are going to build all these systems live with me, where I'll be answering all your questions in the session, where I'll be guiding you क्या क्या बनना है, कैसे कैसे बनना है, so on and so forth, right? Who is this boot camp for? People looking for international remote jobs, even for people looking for international or Indian clients. आप दोनों के लिए ये है. अगर आप हो जिसको एक इंटरनेशनल रिमोट जॉब चाहिए तो भी ये आपके लिए बूट कैंप आपके लिए है. अगर आपको क्लाइंट्स चाहिए तो भी ये बूट कैंप आपके लिए है. एंड दिस इज फॉर वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स इन एवरी डोमेन. तो आप मेरे से अलग से चैट विंडो में पूछने की आपको जरूरत नहीं, मेरे डोमेन के लिए है, मेरे डोमेन के लिए, मेरे डोमेन के लिए. भाई ये 95% डोमेन्स के कवर्ड है इसमें. आप यही सेम स्ट्रैटेजीज फॉलो करते हो, राइट? एंड व्हाट एग्जैक्टली आर वी गोइंग टू डू इन दीस 3 days? Day 1, we are just going to concentrate on building a system to get jobs come to you on autopilot. तो एक पूरा सिस्टम बनता है, उसमें मल्टीपल कंपोनेंट्स होते हैं, मल्टीपल चीजें होती हैं जो हम लोग क्रिएट करते हैं. एवरीथिंग वी आर गोइंग टू क्रिएट इन जस्ट डे वन itself. So creating and setting up the system, how to get 10 job interviews in 3 days, again with the help of this system, how to get to 2 to 3x of your salary, how to attract high paying opportunities, how to crack that CXO level, how to generate 2000 interview leads in just 2 minutes. 2000 interview leads in 2 minutes. This is what we are going to cover in day 1. At the end of day 1, your automation jobs system should be sorted. कि आपने next day से चालू किया उसको और jobs आपके पास आने लग गई. That is the idea, right? This is Pratik Gandhi. He went from 22 LPA to 60 LPA, was making 22 LPA, and this is the pinnacle of his career. इसके ऊपर इनको salary नहीं मिल रही थी इंडिया में sadly, right? Had no option or opportunities to grow further. He found an international remote job for 60 LPA. Then we come to day 2. Day 2 में हम क्या क्या चीजें कवर करते हैं? CXO framework. How to think like a CXO. How to project yourself as a CXO. What is a CXO? CFO, CEO, CTO, जो भी आपका डोमेन है, right? How to find hidden jobs. Hidden job marketplace कहाँ पे है, कैसे है? How to become the first one to apply to these jobs. Then how to build your authority on LinkedIn and Instagram. This is where I share with you my own 0 to 1 million followers. So how did I grow my account from 100 followers to 1 million followers in just 1 year? What is that secret strategy? I share that with you. How did one of my LinkedIn videos become one of the most watched videos in the world, not just in India? What is that strategy? I shared that strategy with you in this day 2 session, and so that in order to help you go viral as soon as possible. Then how to work at multiple jobs at one time formula. How do you do that? By the end of day 2, your professional brand should be sorted. That is the idea. Some of the eye-opening results in terms of professional brand. बहुत लोग आप में से इन लोगों को शायद फॉलो भी करते होंगे. अक्षत टोंगिया at a point of time he had 2 lakh followers. अब और भी होंगे. CS Ujjwal Pahwa 8 lakh followers. Chahal Verma 5 lakh followers. Soumya Singh 4 lakh plus followers. Grow with Aryan 2 lakh 80,000 followers. Tickle and Me 1 lakh 45,000 followers. Paritosh Anand 4 lakh 65,000 followers. Real Estate with Mayank 8 lakh 80,000 followers. These are all the results of that one single secret hack that I am going to share with you in the bootcamp. Now comes day number 3. Day number 3, we are going to focus on AI and automation. How do you automate the entire system that you have built? First thing, how do you use automation in your day-to-day life? आप अपने current work profile में automation कैसे use कर सकते हो? Plus, this will also enable you to add one more skill to your CV, to your profile, which is automation. कि automation करते कैसे? So how AI works, understanding how AI works, how to use AI again to project yourself as an expert. We are going to build our first automation of our lives. पहला automation हम live बनाएंगे inside the bootcamp itself. Professional branding using AI. कैसे हम AI को use करके अपना professional brand को और आगे ले जा सकते हैं. And then there are multiple AI tools that we are going to cover throughout the bootcamp days. The idea is by the end of day 3, your AI and automation things should be sorted. आपको पता होना चाहिए कि अब automation कैसे करते हैं. This is how it works. I have created my first automation myself. I can create many more now. Wherever I see the opportunity, right? And how to use AI tools to project yourself as an expert. And many results we have, guys. Ashish, who went from 50,000 per month job to 33 LPA. Shilpa, from zero, she took a break from her career. She became a housewife. Then again, she wanted to go back to corporate, but no corporate was ready to take her back. She found an international remote job for 20 LPA. Then we also have Swati. She went from 3 LPA to 25 LPA. Now, at the end of day 3, your AI and automation should be sorted. And by the way, guys, if you're still not happy, I have more and more things to go along with the bootcamp. What I'm also going to give you is a list of 28 plus remote friendly companies that are hiring right now. जो अभी आज के टाइम पे हायर कर रही हैं, वो लिस्ट मैं आपको देने वाला हूँ. Cost for this is rupees 28,000 rupees, but again included with the bootcamp for free with you for lifetime. Imagine you already have a ready list of companies you can apply to who are hiring right at this moment. इससे जल्दी और इससे quick क्या होगा? It can't be any quicker than this. This ready list of remote friendly companies is for free. भाई क्या करना है? पहले से ही पता है ये companies remote workers hire कर रही हैं. जाओ उनमें अप्लाई करो, उनको ईमेल भेजो, उनको रीच आउट करो, बाकी सब कंपनी से छोड़ दो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? क्योंकि रिजल्ट तो हमको इससे सबसे जल्दी मिलने वाला है. This you will get for free along with the bootcamp as a bonus. Then comes bonus number 2, AI powered job search toolkit. How you can apply to 5 to 10 remote international jobs daily using AI. जिसमें आपको apply नहीं खेलना है, automation पे होगा, अपने आप होगा using AI. You do not have to do that. Cost for this is 15,000 rupees, giving it to you for free. Imagine AI not only helping you with your job, but also with your job search. How much easier it would become to find jobs for yourself. Even when you will be sleeping, AI will be applying jobs for you. Even when you will be working in your organization, आप अपनी job में work कर रहे होगे, दिन में AI पीछे से आपके लिए jobs apply कर रहा होगा. How crazy is that? कितनी जल्दी आप अपना next role land कर सकते हो. Then comes bonus number 3, remote job interview question bank plus answer frameworks. Cost 8,000 rupees, free for you for lifetime. Salary negotiation कैसे करनी है? कैसे? How you do not base your new salary on your previous salary. Result driven responses कैसे देने हैं? तो quantitative result statement हमने थोड़ा सा आज उसको touch किया. How can we give more answers basis that single framework? How do you handle objections that these guys ask in international interviews? Imagine you already knowing the answers to not just the important interview questions, but also how to negotiate your salary. यार वो इतना दे रहा है, वो उतना दे रहा है, मैं Glassdoor को कैसे mention करूँ? यार Glassdoor देखा मैंने, Glassdoor पे इतनी salary, तो तुम्हें मुझे इतनी देनी पड़ेगी. How do you put that forward so that it is not rude, it is not blunt, you still are able to land those roles with higher paying salary. Again, ये remote job interview deck, question and answers framework, all these things are included as a part of your bootcamp if you go ahead with the bootcamp, right? Then comes the next बोनस टॉप 10 हाई इनकम रिमोट स्किल्स दिस ईयर। तो इस साल जो भी टॉप 10 हाई इनकम रिमोट स्किल्स होने वाली हैं, जो कि आपको क्रेजी पैसा दे सकती हैं। इफ यू आर थिंकिंग ऑफ अपस्किलिंग, find out first of all your skills in these in this list and then go for upskilling, क्योंकि पहले से ही हमको पता है इतनी डिमांड है इसकी, इतनी सैलरीज है इसकी। Now you decide which one you want to go for instead of just going ahead and learning anything कि हाँ चलो ये आ रहा है, ये सीख लेते हैं, बट आपके डोमेन में कितना ये रेलिवेंट है पता नहीं है, कितना सैलरी है पता नहीं है। यूज दिस लिस्ट टू डिसाइड मेरे को कहाँ पे अपस्किल करने की जरूरत है। कॉस्ट फॉर दिस इज 2,800 रुपीज बिकॉज इट टेक्स टाइम फॉर माई टीम टू डू ऑल द रिसर्च एंड पुट थिंग्स at one place. 2,008 rupees for you, free for lifetime. What are the top skills of future and what is their salary potential? Imagine you already have this information. You can steer your career in the right path. अभी तो हम लोग headless chicken की तरह घूम रहे होते हैं। अच्छा ये चलो यही कर लेते हैं, अच्छा ये नया आ गया चलो ये कर लेते हैं, अरे ये सर्टिफिकेशन चलो ये सर्टिफिकेशन कर लेते हैं, without even knowing or understanding what is the demand for these certifications, what is the supply of the certification। हो सकता है पहले ही बहुत लोग बैठे हुए हो, उनको भी कुछ नहीं मिल रही है, आपने भी सुनने सुनाई करके आपने भी कर लिया। Would you get results? No. What if you already know? Oh, इसमें डिमांड ज्यादा है, इसमें सप्लाई कम है, इसकी सैलरी ज्यादा है, तो ये करते हैं, right? That is what this list does to you. Then expert profile landing page template to attract the right audience coming towards you easily. I will share with you my own expert landing page template जो कि आप यूज करोगे, उसको यूज करोगे अपनी प्रोफाइल बिल्ड करने के लिए to project yourself as an expert. Cost for this is 15,000 rupees. कोई भी टेम्पलेट आप नॉर्मल अच्छा सा लोगे, ऑप्टिमाइज फॉर हायर ट्रैफिक, इट विल कॉस्ट यू 15,000 rupees. Again, free for you for lifetime. So you would at least spend 5 to 7 days to build your own expert website. मैं आपको बोल दूं भाई बनाओ इसको, तो आपको कम से कम 5 से 7 दिन लग जाएंगे, बड़े आराम से लग जाएंगे, इवन इफ यू आर टेक savvy, क्योंकि ये अपने लिए ऊपर टाइम देना है, अपनी जॉब में नहीं है, बॉस आपके ऊपर नहीं है, तो कम से कम 5-7 दिन आप लगा लोगे, कॉस्टिंग यू मोर देन 25-35,000 रुपीज इजिली। या किसी और से बनाओगे तो 20-25 हजार रुपए वो ले लेगा, खुद बनाओगे तो अपना उतना टाइम आप गवा दोगे जो 20-25 हजार की वर्थ रखता है, बट यू आर गेटिंग दिस 1-2 फॉर फ्री। देन देयर वाज वन स्क्रिप्ट दैट वी सॉ, आई ओपनिंग ईमेल्स, वो एक ऐसा ईमेल था। व्हाट इफ यू गेट सो मेनी अदर्स, ऐसे और भी बहुत सारी ईमेल्स हैं, मास ईमेलिंग टेम्पलेट्स भी हैं जो कि आई ओपनर्स हैं। So eye-opening, proven email scripts that will get you at least 1,000 clients or 1,000 job opportunities. Email that got us jobs from top global companies. जिसमें हमारे multiple students को multiple times global jobs दी हैं, वो भी from global companies. Cost for that is 12,000 rupees, free for you for lifetime. अब आप सोचो कि if you are writing and experimenting with your own emails, आप खुद बना रहे हो, चलो मैंने एक शिखर का देख लिया, आपने खुद अपना दिमाग लगाओ, खुद बनाऊंगा भाई, it will take you at least 6 months to try these emails out. कि हाँ मैं भेजूंगा, देखूंगा क्या रिस्पॉन्स है, लोग खोल रहे नहीं खोल रहे हैं, ऑल दीज थिंग्स। अगेन यू विल रीराइट देम, अगेन यू विल रीराइट देम, अगेन यू विल रीराइट देम, 6 महीने लग जाएंगे। हम लोग ये 6 महीने ऑलरेडी स्पेंड कर चुके हैं मल्टीपल टाइम्स, राइट? तो क्यों ना आप हमसे ये बस टेम्पलेट्स ले लो, ये स्क्रिप्ट ले लो कि अच्छा शिखर मेरे को दे दो जो चलते हैं भाई, मैं उसको यूज करता हूँ और मैं ईमेल करता हूँ। सिंपल है, हमारे वो टेम्पलेट्स लो, स्टार्ट यूजिंग दोस टेम्पलेट्स टू रीच आउट टू कंपनीज। So, but imagine you already have the proven emails that with you that too for free. Again, this is included as a part of the bootcamp. Now comes the next important part: landing page import link to help you get started with zero technical skills and knowledge. Let's say there are people who कहेंगे यार मैं वेबसाइट नहीं बना पाऊंगा, मैं ये वो नहीं कर पाऊंगा। भाई आपके लिए अगर आप एक लिंक पे क्लिक कर सकते हो, if you can just click on a link, it is as easy as that. The moment you will click on a link, you will be able to import my entire website towards you in your own system. उसके बाद तो भाई चेंजेस ही करने, राइट? सो द कॉस्ट फॉर दिस, अब आप किसी भी वेबसाइट पे जाते हो, बोलोगे कि भाई ये बना दो, तो 10,000 रुपए तो आपसे ले लेगा इंपोर्ट लिंक बनाने के लिए, राइट? बट अगेन फ्री फॉर यू फॉर लाइफ टाइम. So if you are non-technical, you just need a link to import this entire landing page, website and expert profile, everything for you. Zero tech skills required, zero knowledge required. And by the way guys, you get this